isn't just toxic white males. It's toxic femininity, brought to you by Midnight's Edge. Monday. It's Monday, and you know what that means. It's time for some toxic femininity. No, don't adjust your dial. We are an hour early tonight, and from here on out, this is the time we plan on starting. So welcome, everybody. Hopefully you found us. We have a heck of a show for you here today. Let me introduce the panel without further ado. Down in the corner, we got Mandy. How you doing?
Like what? Hey, y'all. I don't have no babies out here tonight. But maybe one will visit me. Maybe later. It's because it's earlier. It's still light out here. So
Oh my God. Oh my God, Mandy, the other night a frog hopped into my house and I was like, I was thinking about you. I was like, oh my God. And I had to like capture it and put it outside. I was freaking out.
You had a frog last time.
I know. It was crazy.
Did you pet it? You got to pet him gently before you let him go.
No way. I was so grossed out. I like put it in the cup and I like put I slid it in the cup like onto a piece of paper and I just like put it outside. I was like, ew.
They're harmless. They're
precious.
And that, of course,
pick them up and throw them at people. Anyway,
no, you're fine. I was saying that, of course, rocking that awesome 3PO shirt is Nina Infinity. How you doing?
Hey, what's going on? I'm doing great. Thank you so much for inviting me tonight. It's going to be a fantastic show. I'm excited. Yay, drunk 3PO. Yay, Gina Carano. We're going to have so much fun tonight. It's going to be great. Thank you.
I think so. And of course, last but not least, the one, the only, Lorena Creole. How you doing?
I am doing great, Tom. So glad to be here with Mandy. Glad Nina is dropping in. And most importantly, glad to be with all of you in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. We have an amazing show for you tonight.
Right. Ladies bringing that spice and then some. So let's not waste too much time here. I don't think we had any super chats to kick the show off with. So, we did one.
One just picked up. Oh, two, three.
If there was any before that, then I did not see them. But if you guys can get to them, even better yet. We got this one here that I can bring up on screen from Dash DC that says, I got a couple more that just came in. Okay. Hi, Tom and fine ladies. Tom, I'm sorry for my comments earlier today. I meant no disrespect or insult, and I apologize to anyone who took offense. Also for disrupting these wonderful ladies' show. Thank you for your time. Dash DC, I don't recall you upsetting anybody, so whatever it was, it must not have. When I get passionate about stuff, though, don't ever take it personally. Unless I direct something directly at somebody, then worry about it. Like if I'm calling you out. Yeah, Shane is a perfect example.
I got to catch up with that whole Shane.
Oh, that was fun. I have not heard from Shane since. But anyway,
that was epic.
Brett Cohen says crispy critters make great critters.
Yes, they do, Brett Cohen. You got that right.
Brett, no.
Isn't that kind of like Motel Hell's little thing?
Is it?
I have no idea.
I can't remember now. The little saying is close to that, though. They kill people. That's what they put in the fritters. It ain't no critters. Coughtron says, hello, all, and Tom, glad I'm able to watch tonight. Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for
here.
Yeah, our buddy Mr. Tickle Trunk sends in a $2 super sticker.
Hey, Mr. Tickle Trunk.
I can't even see what it is. Let me see what the heck it is.
It's a little puppy. It's sending hearts.
Oh, farting heart puppy.
Yeah, farting heart puppy.
Yay! Farting sweetheart puppy. Smells like vanilla.
No, I say sweet tarts. Lo-Fi Samurai sends in a super sticker as well of a pair kissing, blowing heart kisses to you guys from Lo-Fi Samurai. There you go. And then we got Stephen Otten coming in here next. If you want to grab that one, Lorena.
Sure, Stephen Otten for $5. Thank you so very much. Good evening, ladies, Tom, Wrenches, and everyone in the chat. Do you think they'll ever tell us who this Oscar guy is?
I think I found him last night. Some dude at the Oscars was dressed like the Oscar. Like he was in a gold suit. Really? And he was wearing those like the slippers that have holes in them. What are they called? Mm-hmm. Crocs. He was wearing freaking Crocs with a giant golden suit. I was like,
you know what? Somebody does that every year, every other year. They come dressed as an Oscar.
As the Oscar. Yeah. I was like, what? What is
It's like
happening here?
that's what you're gonna wear. Okay.
But also
The
the
Academy
Crocs.
Awards.
I was like, what?
Ridiculous.
This is Hollywood, folks.
And then Mandy, you want to go next with Bastion Hunter?
Yeah, Fashion Hunter. Hey there, Love Bug for $2. Hail Tom and beautiful toxic films. Aw, hail Love Bug.
Aw.
Hello, Bastion Hunter. Thank you.
And then we got one here for Nina from Spider Unlimited.
Hello, says hail the fams. Much love and respect. Well, much love and respect to you, my friend.
Thank you so much for that. And Stephen Otten coming in again. I'll take this one. Says happy 4/26 Alien Day. That's right. Stay frosty.
That's
Alien
right.
Day.
I watched Alien
Game
before today,
over,
but I got
man.
to edit the video. Damn it. I got video to edit. I ain't got time. Hopefully I get that done. Valiant Renegade's also here, guys. Lorena, you want to take that one?
Yes, Valiant Renegade for $10. Thank you so very, very much for that. Hope you enjoyed the tweet video. Sending the shirt back tomorrow. Have a great show. Yes, I did see that video. It was funny.
I did too. I loved it.
On that one.
Okay, so quickly, real quick, I found the guy that was the Oscar. Wait, that's not him. Hold on. This is the guy with the Crocs. I made a mistake. So he was wearing the Crocs like this. And then the other guy.
Wait, that's Questlove?
Yeah, I think so.
The gold Crocs.
And then the other guy, this dude,
lost.
he was wearing the golden
Oscar
suit that
guy.
looked like the Oscars. I was like, what? This guy.
Is who what? Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much, I would say, just a gold suit, frankly.
Yeah.
I would say that's frankly just a gold suit. Now, you had me thinking there was some dude like that silver cowboy guy.
See, that's what I was thinking. I even thought like the paint and everything, like they did the Tin Man.
Body,
is what I was thinking.
That's just this kind of suit that they'd wear in
I'm picturing
Miami.
some dude in some some gold skibbies and some gold Crocs and
I
like
got a
something
cousin.
gold.
I got a cousin
my
suit
God.
like that.
That would have been
Yeah,
funny.
Oscars!
Oh, let's see.
I think we're on. Was this Mandy? I think
Mandy's next. Yeah, go ahead.
So Trace XL for $5. Hey there, Love Bug.
Thank you.
Good evening, Lorena, Nina, my magic buddy Mandy, and of course Tom. Ready for the toxicity and good laugh. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Thank
toxicity
you.
in this city.
Absolutely.
All right, that's an old school throwback for anybody who remembers that song. Then I believe we're on Nina now.
Yes.
16-bit mascot for $5. Thank you so much. Says, hey ladies, planned for an awesome Monday. Had a crap one. But y'all always make it better. Also, Hill Chat. And I guess Tom.
Oh, that's so sweet. And I'm sorry you had a bad day.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I hope it's gonna get better now.
I hope it's better.
Yeah, hopefully you have a better day.
Hey Rob.
Hey Rob. Says,
Hey, Rob.
lady.
Troubles in the chat. That's right. And then I'll go ahead and let Lorena take this one.
Okay, sure. Joe Pat 87 for $5. Thank you so much. Regina King said we needed to be lectured to. Just so you all know, the Academy snubbed her movie. Make of that what you will. Her people probably didn't place enough ass-kissing ads in the trades, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting bit. I didn't actually watch the Oscars. I don't know who did.
I didn't either.
either.
I'm not wasn't watching that train wreck.
We didn't really plan on talking about it too much. Maybe we'll get into it later. But what were you going to say, Nina? I'm sorry.
I watch the Oscars every year. It's like a tradition in my house. But this year I didn't watch it because fuck the Oscars.
I don't watch it because I used to live in LA and the Oscars were nothing but a big, huge cluster for like a whole freaking week.
I don't know. Celebrities celebrating how they're celebrities just never, it's like they're kissing their own ass. And it's like, it's just stop.
How far could I reach?
That and look what I got in this huge expensive swag bag, all this stuff that's worth more than you make in 3 years.
Exactly. I don't watch that. I don't know. I think it's stupid.
I agree with Trace. They died in the 90s, and I even showed I had a couple clips in mind I could have showed yesterday, but this morning, but specifically was the one with Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon that cracks me up.
That was good.
And that's what I was saying is like they just don't have that kind of attitude anymore. The Oscars used to be kind of a night where they weren't so much about sucking their own dicks, but they were like more about roasting each other.
Yeah,
yeah,
it was a good time. And also when Billy Crystal used to host, it was
exactly,
fun.
yeah.
And
he was funny. He was funny.
Yeah.
And Whoopi before she went.
Well, that's what I said
crazy.
earlier. I'm like the top of the mountain was Billy Crystal and Whoopi Goldberg, and now we're on the other side of the mountain on the downhill slope, unfortunately.
Yeah, and Whoopi lost her mind on the way down.
Unfortunately,
of course, yeah.
And then Koptron says, "What is it with Crocs? Never understood. Discuss."
Crocs are, first of all, they're extremely, extremely comfortable. The ugliest sin, although I own several pairs of Crocs that have 3-inch heels on them.
So I got a pair of those too.
I do. They're 3-inch iridescent. They look freaking hot. But yes, Crocs, they're like this plasticky type of material that melds to your body temperature. Again, they're ugliest sin, but they're extremely freaking comfortable.
They're really good for kids. Like kids, you know, kids and Crocs go hand in hand. But I've never worn a Crocs.
How have you not worn a pair?
It's just they're so ugly, Mandy. I'm not gonna wear them.
Nina, you have to go to the website. Here's the thing: don't buy the ones that's in the stores. The ones in the stores are butt freaking ugly. Go to the website. Look up the website, and that's where you will see the nice, fancy, cute flip flops with the kitten heels on them, the 3-inch Croc heels. That's where you go. Yeah,
exactly. They're great for the beach and the pool.
They're
great for that. Hey,
well, what
Jay?
about my shirt, Jay? I got one just like hers and this one.
Mine's better.
I got a pink shirt.
Yours is
I already got your shirt. It's in the wash. I wore your shirt to the gym, Jay.
No, but Jay, saw your video today. That is so awesome. I can't wait to hear the whole story when you get back.
I'm gonna be the flower girl at his wedding. I already called it. I called it like from day one. So
I want to be a flower girl too. Can we both do it?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as I'm a flower girl 3.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
I'll be 4 since we got Lorena.
Of that.
Yeah.
That'll be me.
Wait. No. And then Deranged Lunatic is next.
Wait,
is it me? I don't know who it is.
I have no idea.
I have no idea where we're at either. So
it's Mandy because I think
it's me.
Yeah, it's Mandy.
Deranged Lunatic, aka DL, for $1.99. Thank you so much. 3 lovely ladies and 1 Tom.
And 1 Tom.
Trace XL for $5. Thank you so much, Trace. Says the Academy Awards used to have something for viewers we could enjoy as well. Now it's all nonsense, speeches and trophy passing. Z's.
Exactly.
Right.
Snooze. Yeah. And it's just so woke and it's all preachy and they don't even talk like the movies that were out. I hadn't heard of a single movie. Like I had heard of the Chicago 7 and that was it. I was like,
Nina, it's not made for us.
yeah, it's just not made for us anymore.
It's not made for us. No.
Mm-mm.
No.
Mm-mm. So I'm out, and it's a tragedy for me because I used to watch it every year. It was like a guilty pleasure, and now I can't even have a guilty pleasure anymore. It's like, oh,
yeah, they can burn up so freaking.
You can watch 90 Day Fiancé with me and Lorena.
Yes.
What?
That could be your new one. 90 Day
What
Fiancé.
It's
90 Day
Fiancé.
90 Day Fiancé. Yes, go just.
It's amazing.
Pick a season, any season, and just
any season. Yeah.
Yes.
Doesn't matter
It's
when. They're all amazing.
A delicious freaking train wreck. You'll freaking love it.
Okay, great, perfect.
Okay. So we have Matthew Sturgis for $19.99. Thank you so very much for that. Hey, ladies. Tom, you had a Taco Bell rant last week. Makes me think you should do a Bane Tom. You merely adopted Taco Bell. I was born there, molded by the hottest of sauces.
I was born there, molded
by the Taco Bell. I was born there, molded by the Baja sauce.
Also, screw the Oscars and hail Gina.
Yeah,
now you have my permission to crunch.
Why can I see this just so clearly right now?
Yeah, didn't Tom say he was born in Taco Bell, like the Taco Bell bathroom? Like
no, I think I had sex
prom
there
baby.
What?
Oh, Lord. I'm sorry. I just had a
Ew.
Ricky Bobby flashback.
I'm born in Taco Bell. No, I was
You know,
not
it's
born
like
in
Tom's
Taco
like
Bell
a prom baby, but was born in the Taco Bell bathroom. Like
no, I was a conehead when I was born, I guess, because I didn't want to come out. Stephen Otten says, Tom, there's a reason Nina's shirt is better than yours. I'd explain, but you don't want to get struck. Hi, Nina. Well, you know what? With that nonsense, I think I about had enough of this abuse. I'm going to the back room.
Hi, Tom.
Well, ladies, our girl is back at it again. However, with some interesting news here, Gina Carano Uncancelled. Interesting.
The tables have turned.
Completely. So this is courtesy of Pirates and Princesses, of course, the website of Clownfish TV. And I actually came across this because, you see all the nonsense that's on Twitter. So I happened to see Jay's post come by my feed and saw that Gina's Nat Geo episode was now back on.
Yeah.
To be aired again. Interesting, considering she was persona non grata there for quite some time, and the heck that they put her through. Now all of a sudden, it's back on. It's back on. And not only that is it back on, but the guy who runs the show, I guess Bear Grylls, I guess it's his show. I probably screwed up the last name. I'm so sorry. He retweets it.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. And says your running wild journey was an incredible one too. It would have been so sad not to get to hear your powerful story of many struggles and many triumphs. Here we go. So,
well, I mean, good for him. Like, he's standing up for something because it was his show. I think they pulled it, from what I understand, I think they pulled it without his knowledge. So I think when he found out, he was like, F you guys, like, and he fought for her. So more people need to grow a pair and say F you to things like this when things like this happen. So good for him.
She was on the show with him.
Yeah, well, they filmed an episode, and it was like after the whole thing happened with the Mandalorian when she got fired. Disney pulled it. Like they were like, we're not airing this episode with her in it. So it was already done. It was supposed to be aired, and then they pulled it.
But they they were quite sneaky in how they did it. They didn't announce it.
Aren't they always?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But considering all that crap that happened, and basically canceled Gina, this like flew under the radar. And if I am correct, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Jay Thuntripio was the one who actually saw the schedule, looked and saw that her episode had been pulled.
Yep. He broke the story
without any announcement or anything, like that. But then again, this is the same people who, didn't renew Gina's contract and decided not to even freaking tell her and let her find out on social media.
At midnight.
So classy.
Yes, exactly. They are so not the company that I grew up with, or that was even 20 years ago. It's God, it's a feces fair now. I'm not saying the other word.
I like that.
That's good.
So God, I friggin' ate my mouse here. But so from Pirates and Princesses here, Gina Carano Uncancelled. Now this is by WD Pro. So for people who don't know, WD Pro is one of those Disney insiders. He's been in the WDW Magic forums. If you want some insider information, that's where you hang out, is on those boards. And WDW Pro, he's been right a lot. And even, Doomcox quoted him, as well. He's just pretty, he's in the know, which is why he's actually right here for Pirates and Princesses. So
I will say a lot of the stuff that the Disney Insider guy you're just talking about now, it does correspond with a lot of the stuff we've heard too. So we've used it as a backup as well. So
okay, cool. Yeah, I follow him on those forums. He's got a lot of information. It's definitely worth your while to hang out in those forums to see what he posts. So, going here, back when Gina Carano was ceremoniously denounced by Lucasfilm, let's put it nicely, in an anonymous trade publication statement, then fired from the company in The Mandalorian, things were taken to the next level. For example, not only did they fire the actress who refused to put her preferred pronouns in her Twitter bio, but they also tried to cancel every toy that reflected her character. So I want to kind of stop there because one of the things that Clownfish TV did a video on, do you know Geeky Sparkles was able to find a Cara Dune figure today?
In Walmart.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
In Walmart. So
I know I went and plundered my Walmart and I couldn't find one. I was
Same here. I've hit 3 Walmarts, 2 Targets, and I went by Kohl's hoping because they do a lot of Star Wars stuff too. But nothing for months now. Nothing.
There's been nothing. I've been cruising the aisles at Targets, hitting up my the associates at Target, the one that I'm real friendly with, and I'm like, hey, have you heard anything? They're just like, no. As soon as that merch gets put out, it's gone. It's gone. So I guess the question is it that maybe this was a stash that was out there and just made it to the shelves, or do you think that they've started producing her figures?
No, I think it probably got lost in the mix because sometimes they don't put the stock out for a while and then they find it and they put it out and then somebody gets lucky. That's my theory. I don't think they're remaking them.
How about you, Mandy?
It seems kind of suspicious, doesn't it? Like, oh, well, these highly sought after toys that everybody was asking about. Well, we just found some in the back. Let's pull. I don't know. That just seems kind of fishy to me. It seems like something's up.
Yeah, Lord Trinan said Geeky said it was tucked in the very back, so it must have been overlooked. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking because a lot of people that I know, especially if you're collector hunters like we are, you're purposely looking for that stuff. You're circling through, the end caps, the aisles looking for that stuff.
Yeah, I went to in my Walmart, they have a cage and it was full of stuff and it was full of Star Wars toys and all this stuff. I literally got the guy to open it and I was plunging through it and just taking everything out. And the guy was staring at me are you freaking kidding me right now? Because he was
the
am I
milk
gonna have
lady
to
and
clean
Clerks?
this up?
Yeah.
No, but this would be one thing if it was just an isolated incident, but we've actually heard a few different reports, including places from Echo Based Network, where their orders and stuff are popping up and stuff their toys. So very weird. That needs to be at least pointed out.
Right. See, because it's more than just one store. It just seems kind of funny that
I guess we'll find out though. In the coming weeks.
Yeah, we will find out. So the Hijabi Gamer, hello there.
Hey,
says I work in retail. It seems more likely it was misused. Oh, sorry, missed. There you go. It was missed.
That could have been, but we did hear about letters and stuff going out, and stopping of orders going out and pre-sales being canceled. So again, we'll try and find some proof to what's going on, but I don't.
Okay, but that was interesting. I watched their video and Geeky was like, "Yeah, we found a figure." But yeah, so they're just going down. So this is what Geeky Sparkles managed to find.
That's awesome.
Probably
those are the good ones.
Yeah, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. I did not get one.
I got one, but I had to buy it off of eBay right when it started becoming kind of hard to find. I bought out some off of eBay so I would have them because I do.
Did you pay a lot of money?
It wasn't that bad. It was more than what I would have paid in the store, but it hadn't hit the peak of what because now they're and that's another reason. I've worked retail And believe me, if I worked at Walmart and I knew that this kind of like I knew that the dolls were worth this much, I would have been back there digging every break. Like, do we have an extra box?
Me too, girl.
Because I would have wanted to pull them so I could get first grab on them, so then I could take them and go sell it. You know, so
yeah,
I mean that hustle is real. I've heard about
right.
It. Oh my gosh, but yeah, so again, we already said that, you know, Bear Grylls, he retweeted her with a statement of support, which was nice to see given how much it seems that the Disney actors were just dogpiling on her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, no one was saying really anything either. Like not just the dog pile, like kind of like silent, like the like most of her co-stars, other than what's his name? The guy that I really liked her, the black dude, I forget his name.
Carl Weathers.
Yes, thank you. Yeah. Other than Carl Weathers, like everybody else was like either silent or like, you know, whatever, she deserved it because she shouldn't have said anything about the Holocaust.
Yeah, because you know, people, they're worried about their jobs because in Hollywood it's all about really who you know. And I think Gina had said that in the interview. You know, there's some people they're worried, you know, about losing their jobs. So it's like they'd rather just stay, you know, silent or act as if they go along rather than speak out on her behalf. But I also don't think these people knew how many fans Gina had out there and how much of a backlash was going to come back onto them, which
they really didn't expect it.
Well, and it also needs to be pointed out there are people that may agree with her that are just not in places where they can afford to lose their jobs as well. Not everybody's a millionaire in Hollywood. We don't think of the people that are not movie stars or you know, directors and all that kind of stuff to where you know, they don't make they make about the average amount of money, you know, an average household makes in America. Like if they're lucky, they bring home $50,000 a year, or $400,000 to $500,000 a year if they're lucky, and that's in like the higher up people. I hate math; it's racist.
But Tom is right with the people who really can't afford to lose their jobs. You're thinking like craft services, you know, hair, makeup, wardrobe, boom mic operators, you know, the people like that you don't see that behind the camera. So
hair, makeup, all that stuff.
All of those people.
Yeah.
You know,
and Bear Grylls though, he straight up don't give a shit. I seen this dude like filter his own pee and like drink it later and stuff. This dude,
guys,
he don't play it. He's the one that like he gets it. He don't half-ass it. He does some nasty shit.
Yeah, he gets down and dirty, man. And like his show is kind of like a Survivor kind of thing.
So, it teaches you how to survive. Like if you're stranded out on a boat, how to filter your urine so you can get clean drinking water out of it and stuff like that. Which is why when you said it was her on there, I was thinking, oh Lord, what did he have Gina doing in there? Oh my God, I've seen some of his shows.
You know,
well, they went to the mountains, obviously, so this is going to be like some sort of mountain. If you're trapped on a mountain,
you know what? I got to talk about this because I did back in the day. I was a research assistant out at NASA. Okay, and the stuff that they would tell me, space station water, old pee.
Oh my God.
Here it is. And I learned this in bio class. It tripped me out. And I had some NASA engineer basically verified. They're like, yeah, urine is sterile. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's sterile. Really. Really. I'm just
I'm not okay with that.
You won't.
Neither I would. Oh Lord, I would have to be close to dying.
Yeah.
Freaking do that. But that's legit. Yeah. That is absolutely freaking legit. Drop that little detail at cocktail parties.
Oh my
what kind of show do you people run here?
We definitely keep it interesting. So we all know, she went to the Daily Wire, which is awesome. So let's see. So WDW Pro continues here. We expect that this change regarding the Running Wild episode is the beginning of a course correction within Hollywood.
Is it? I don't know.
Is it really though? I'm gonna need all that. Is it really though? Yeah.
See, the thing is, I feel like if Bear Grylls hadn't said anything, there's no way that they would have put it back on. Like I feel like he has some weight. Like he's gonna carry some weight. His words probably it mattered to them, right? And there was probably no like contract or clause that stopped them from doing it. Like if they had some sort of contract or clause on it, then they probably wouldn't have listened to him, because they'll be like, no, look at this in your contract, it says we have the right to do whatever the hell we want, and then he would have to like sue, basically, which most people don't really do, especially to companies like Disney. But he stood up for it. And then see, the thing now though is what's next, right? Like what's going to happen next? That's the key here.
Here's my thing. Considering everything that happened, to me, I feel like they're loosey with the football when it comes to the fans. It's like, okay, we'll give you this. We'll it looks like we're course correcting. We want you to come back.
Come on, Charlie Brown. I won't do it this time.
You go and kick the football. Oh, wait, this wasn't notarized. So, we'll just screw you over again. But we all know they want to get these Disney Plus numbers up. How many people have been canceling Disney Plus? What is there really to freaking watch on Disney Plus? Especially
not Falcon and the Woke Soldier, I can tell you that.
About that Lord. Show. Yeah, we trashed that last week. It's just like what's on there. Loki's coming up. Loki's a freaking woman now. I'm not interested in that.
Nobody wants to
watch that crap.
Nobody wants that. No.
Disney Plus is nowhere near the numbers of Hulu or
Netflix
or even Amazon, or even Amazon Prime, which is like an afterthought. So it seems like to me, it's a day late and a dollar short.
Warner Brothers caught up.
Yeah. I was just gonna say HBO as well. I mean, like, dude, HBO is killing it right now.
HBO Max is
the time.
I believe it. I watch HBO Max.
Well, if you think about it, Disney Plus came out 2 years ago, a year before HBO Max. And now basically they're either neck and neck or they have surpassed, depending on which numbers you go by.
I feel like they've probably surpassed because, I mean, dude, WandaVision and freaking Falcon and Woke Soldier was freaking god awful. Like, I was like, there is no way, unless you're total leftist part of woke culture and part of that whole thing, you're not enjoying these shows. Like it's not something that it's a freaking after school special. So I don't know. I don't see it.
It's like it's worse than after school specials. Here's my thing. It's like, I don't care what your politics are. You write a kick-ass show, I'm going to sit there and watch it.
Right? Exactly.
You're not preaching to me, but you couldn't even do the basics of a coherent story from beginning to end because you didn't read the freaking source material. Case in point, the showrunner for WandaVision.
Yeah, WandaVision.
The chick who wrote Black Widow, which is why I'm not freaking going to see that. With Falcon and the Winter Soldier. It did.
It finally you start getting some answers, and then you realize that you were better in the dark. Like the answers you got were just ridiculous, and it was so soap opera-ish.
It was ridiculous, and there's no real big bad, and we're waiting for this big reveal. You couldn't even drop Doctor Strange in there. Okay, I'm going to get so mad, I'm going to start getting wrinkles and stuff about this stuff. But it is. I mean, I'm glad her episode is back because, frankly, I would not have even bothered watching Nat Geo if it wasn't for Gina's appearance.
Right?
I probably would not have checked the show out, at all. So They're saying, he says, congratulations, Gina. It would appear you're on the road to being uncanceled, as canceling you seems to have cost you much.
Ooh.
It is now a believable scenario that Favreau could call you back to The Mandalorian.
No way.
If someone else moves out of the Lucasfilm hierarchy. No, they screwed the pooch on that one. No.
But there is no way they're going to call her back because they will never admit fault. Of
course not.
There's no way.
That's Disney.
No way.
Disney does not like to deal with reality.
Yeah.
Okay. They will stick their head in the sand. They will stick their fingers in their ears and not pay attention. They don't want to deal in reality. And frankly, Gina has so many bigger and better things going on. She freaking doesn't need The Mandalorian. And frankly, I don't know anybody who's really, this is just me. Your mileage may vary. I don't know anyone who's interested in watching that show anymore. I'm freaking not, especially with all that happened with her. No.
Yeah, but you know what, though? That's the other thing, too. It's like if you were Gina Carano and they treated you like this and then they came back and they offered you more money, would you go back? I wouldn't go back. I'd be like, go shove it up your ass.
I said, you can kiss my ass. I'm not coming back.
Yeah. I don't know. I might go back, but only with the intention to get fired again. Like, just go back and completely show my ass. And just be a complete dick about it. Make everybody there miserable. Everybody on set would just, oh God, here she comes. I would do that.
Mandy just shows up so she can go take a shit on Kathleen Kennedy's desk, and then she'll
remind me to never fire you and unfire you.
You know what, girl? No,
and I have a button for that, so that's not fun.
Girl, I'd visit the set and leave a little present. Not
exactly. She's gonna leave a present on Kathleen Kennedy's desk and walk out. Bye.
I would be such a dick about it. I'm not. I would. I'd be like, yeah, I'll come back. Sure, no problem.
You're fired. You're unfired. I need you. Come here.
Mandy's the one that say, "Oh, you're going back? Do this for me."
Mandy's scared of me. I'm terrified of Mandy. She's like so cute, and then she's like, I would fuck you up. Like, maybe I get
Mandy is my kind of girl. She'd be my wing chick. Like, let's put the sugar in this gas tank. All right.
You got to sometimes. Sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta.
If somebody F's with me, that's the first person I'm gonna call. Is gonna be Mandy. I'm gonna be like, Mandy, I need you. I need you, girl.
Right.
I got you.
I need your help. She's like the cleaner. Mandy's like the cleaner.
Oh my God.
She is. And then she'll be like, I will set my critters after everyone.
The possum flying with nunchucks.
I wish I could train them.
Oh my God. Oh, well, not nunchucks, but something way cool. Not nunchucks, but something even freaking cooler than nunchucks. So this was on Gina's
Hold up. What the fuck is cooler than nunchucks?
Well, we're about to show you
an AK. Yeah, shit. Speaking of badass bitches, here's Gina Carano.
Exactly. So check this out. I wonder what range she was at too in Vegas. She's good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wherever this place is, I have to go visit it. I do. I make it a habit of going to gun ranges to places I visit.
You ready?
Yes. That's awesome.
That is freaking cool.
She's probably, I don't know if I should say this.
I don't know if that is the one Keanu Reeves did, because I think Halle Berry did the same one, if I remember correctly.
I've never been to a shooting range before.
Nina, it is so much fun.
So fun. It's so fun.
It's
her
it's
smile
great.
though. I can't. Every time I see Gina smile, it like makes, she's got the most infectious smile I've ever seen.
She does.
She really does. She looks so happy. I adore her.
She's got a great smile.
She does.
She's awesome, especially considering, all the crap that she's like
I know
been through,
Mm-hmm.
with all of this.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, before we tap onto the next part of this discussion, let's see. We got some super chats. We want to catch up on those first. So let's see. I'll start off with Super Nate for $5. Just wanted to stop by and say Falcon and the Winter Soldier was a waste of time, and Mortal Kombat was fun as hell. Enjoy your night, ladies.
I could not agree with you more.
Yes,
you.
Mortal Kombat was that was a ton of fun.
Awesome.
I saw that
liked
last
it.
night in the theater. That was fun.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it me next? Okay.
Yeah, you can go next.
Mr. Tickle Trunk for $5. Thank you so much. Says set it during MEITM, midnight sedge after, I don't know.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Yeah.
Okay. But it bears repeating because Lorena left. Your weekly welcome to Florida last night was so good. You made my Sunday. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. We talked about turtles flying through the air.
I saw that.
I-95. Did you see that? Some car hit a turtle.
Was he okay? I didn't. I was afraid to watch it.
Yes, the turtle.
Okay.
The turtle
Thank
was
goodness.
miraculously. The turtle survived, but
That's because he's got built-in armor.
Oh, I love turtles.
Turtles are awesomeness. And you know what? That was my first concern too, Mandy. I'm like, fuck the bitch. Is the turtle okay?
Yeah.
Right, how's
who the
the
fuck
turtle?
is fucking turtles? We need
That's
to stop this.
what we were like. Because what happened
thought the
was,
same thing.
What happened was on I-95, there's signs, turtle crossing, because it's very common to see turtles trying to cross the road. It's like freaking swampy area down there.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking some idiot just decided to floor it, hit this poor turtle, which sent the turtle airborne like a blue shell in Mario Kart, and hit somebody's windshield.
Oh no!
Oh my god!
The turtle,
baby.
It was horrible because it's like, what? Who does that to a turtle?
Oh my god!
But the turtle was fine. The turtle was okay, and we just gave the turtle gangster points because
he deserves them. That's that you done turned into the blue shell.
That and we talked about old people with STDs at the village's retirement.
I've heard about that. They going wild at them old people homes in Florida.
Swingers
parties.
Oh my god!
Swingers, it's crazy.
Oh my god, it was awesome. I can't wait to visit the villages one day just to interview the old people there.
Now, you guys
are you going to do that?
Here's the best part. Wait, now finish that answer first.
Which answer?
Are you going to the swinger party? That's what Mandy just said.
No, I was asking if she was going to interview and not go to one.
Oh, okay. Well, it would necessitate to go to one probably to interview them in the middle. They're busy. They're busy old folks. They ain't got time for this shit.
If I got an invite, I would politely decline.
No, but I got to say this much. Turtle 2, people 0, right? If somebody did actually gun it and try to hit and kill that turtle, so it's like, fuck you, number one person. You ain't going to get me. And number 2, he hit that windshield and knocked that bitch in the face, and he's like, yeah, fuck you, peoples. This is what you get for fucking with turtles. Yeah, and then he walks away like a fucking gangster.
He saunters. He saunters off.
He probably, you know what? I bet you he struts like a maximum effort puppy.
I bet he does.
He does. After all that, shoot.
Maximum effort turtle. Aww.
Yes.
Oh, so cute.
Look at the puppy. He's a cute. Come on, you can do it. You can do it.
Oh,
you can do it.
Strut.
He's so cute. He's so cute. Mandy and Brett Cohen.
Okay, Brett Cohen for $5 Australian. Thank you so much, Lovebug. Can anyone explain woke standards as best director goes to the second woman ever? What about Wachowski sisters, or that didn't fit narrative as needed?
The Wachowski sisters?
Oh, what
used to be the Wachowski brothers of the Matrix?
The Matrix brothers or sisters or whatever.
So.
Why did they put a movie out?
I don't think they have recently.
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm not getting the correlation here.
I
do know Caitlyn Jenner is running for the governor of California, and Kevin Newsom is going to be recalled very soon.
Yes,
so
they
that's going to
have
be amazing.
over 100,000 more signatures than they need, so that thing's going to a ballot.
Yeah,
buckle up, buckaroos.
I was just about to do that, Tom. Damn it! I was literally about to do that.
Damn you, Tom!
Damn it! Buckle up, buckaroos.
Well, that's going to be really interesting because they're already like eating her alive. The woke mob.
Yeah,
they're like, she's a Trump supporter, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god, they still don't even like her because
they hate her.
They can't stand her.
They hate
but
her.
I thought she was brave and stunning and all of that. What,
Mandy, she's brave and stunning as long as she's got the same politics.
Yeah,
now,
she's
Joy
not.
Behar got caught misgendering her and was backpedaling like crazy, and Caitlyn was like, yeah, it's all good, I'm not into the cancel culture thing.
Yeah, she just doesn't have the right kind of politics, which is the left kind of politics. So that's why.
Wow,
this is going to be a train wreck worth seeing. I can't freaking wait.
It's going to be great, Loretta. I'm so excited.
It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be wonderful. Mandy, you have Dash DC.
I just did the last one.
Yeah,
unless you want me to do
you. It's you, Lorena.
It's me. Okay, Dash DC for 10 Canadian dollars. My brother was born in the back of a Pinto on the side of the highway, delivered by a trucker who thought Dad was. Oh
my God!
Can you get a more out? Can you get a more out to lunch? I guess
wow!
I
guess he didn't quite figure out the situation till he got there.
That's hardcore.
That's wow. Wow.
That's a hell of a story to tell, though.
That's another cocktail story to tell.
Oh my god! I actually covered like a similar story to this a couple of weeks ago on Infinite Hope, where some lady like had to give birth like on the side of the road, and like these troopers stopped her, and then they ended up like helping her give birth. And I was like, and it was all caught on camera, like on the troopers' camera.
Oh,
crazy.
Well, that's nice that they helped her.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. It was a good thing. Okay, so Nicholas Burning for $10. Thank you so much. Says hello to everyone in the panel, mods, and fellow Midnighters in the chat. Love to hear the story group along with KK are getting their comeuppance. Love seeing Toxic Femme each week. Well, thank you so much for tuning in.
For being here. Thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, I hope they do get their comeuppance. Unfortunately, there's something like the story group called the Stories Matter group over at Disney. They're the ones doing the lovely changes to such things as the Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, see, but that's the thing, though. Whenever you get these little small wins, like the way what happened with her going to the Daily Wire with Ben Shapiro immediately after, and now this episode being released and everything like that, it's like, those things, they hit them where it hurts, like, because they don't realize it, but there's some people trashing offices right now because they're like, oh, we fucking hate her, but she's still like not super canceled, like, so those are all good things.
Yeah. We'll take any win as where we can get them. At the same time, do not let up on these people. Okay, it hasn't hurt enough yet.
No, and I think that there's like a fan club now, like a Gina Carano fan club. So everyone should.
Their website launch.
Yeah, their website launch.
Yeah, GinaCarano.net. So definitely check that out.
Yeah, and follow them on Twitter, everybody. So support her.
Because I had to miss the launch party, but they did just launch. Okay, cool. Mandy, you're up. Coughtron.
Coughtron for $5. Thank you so much, Lovebug. Glad that Bear ran wild and presumably supported Gina. Also, Clownfish TV/Pirates and Princesses are very cool. I want my Cara Dune figs too.
Oh.
And yes, I am too. I'm glad but he's a badass, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Bear Grylls, he's straight up. I saw somebody in the chat say it too, and I saw it too. dude squeezes water out of turds and stuff. He don't play. He ain't gonna just bow down. So
now that is a skill set I did not think existed.
I always stand by, if I'm in a situation where that is a necessity, like life or death, my little ass is gonna be dead. I'm just that's it. Just hang it up. Hang it up for me. I'm done.
I can't. No.
Nope.
Oh God, I can't.
Oh
Glad you can, but I just can't. No. Stephen Otten for $5. So this is in relation to Dash DC. That story was better than any fracking movie last year. This one's for you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Valiant Renegade, thank you so much for the $5. Says, join the Navy, see the world, join NASA. Golden showers. Oh, God.
Is now where I tell you how the space toilet works? The $50 million space toilet?
No.
Well, you guys were talking about squeezing water out of turds, so this is mild compared to that. Yeah, so anyway, so again, when I was working at NASA, all right, I'm like, where's the space toilet? So they take me over to where it is. Yeah, this is the $50 million space toilet. That thing is a vacuum you just hook to your ass.
Yeah. And then it pumps it out into space.
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a big freaking vacuum.
So it's
I knew that.
Ass Dyson. It's just like
yes, that's exactly what
ass.
it is. Yeah, $50 million a toilet. I'm just like, you got to be freaking kidding me.
Well, you don't want to be crapping in 0G and have it float everywhere. So.
No, but then again, it's created by the lowest bidder. That's the other thing you have to worry about.
Oh my God.
That's concerning.
It is.
It should be. It did me when I heard that. I'm like, okay, everything that I thought about the space program, throw that in the toilet. That was not what I thought about when I got there. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Mandy of the Culture Casino?
Yes, a Culture Casino for $5. Thank you so much, Lovebug. My ladies are here again.
Absolutely.
Hey.
Absolutely. Hey, Culture. Hey,
Culture.
Let's see. Hey, Crazy Eye Jedi for $2. Thank you so very much for that. I'm a minority now. I'm enjoying The Nevers. What is that show? I've heard it mentioned, the show called The Nevers.
I've never watched it.
I haven't watched it. I've heard people kind of talking about it in passing, but have never seen it. So
I'd never even heard about it until now.
Yeah, you have to look that up.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Fat Steven Seagal, thank you so much for $2. Says, I found the sexiest cheerleader outfit for me. Where? I think he meant to wear. This is going to be amazing.
I'm super excited.
I'm gonna live that down. Yeah, my 2K celebration stream is going to be Saturday, 6 p.m. Making good on a bet somewhere in a cheerleader outfit on stream.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm going to be there, Lorena.
I shall be in the chat cheering on the cheerleader.
Woo! Pom-poms.
You guys are awesome. Yeah, I got my pom-poms too.
That's awesome.
Love it.
Oh, let's see. Okay, we have Brett Cohen for $5 Australian. Thank you so much. Bear has a Chinese version of his show too. It's Pandering to the Panda. The Mandarin version was the most watched show on the channel here in Australia.
Huh.
Yeah, so you had a oh Lord, I don't want to say it. I'll probably get in trouble. I'll probably get in trouble. But it seems like they have a show that's packaged specifically to please China, and I guess it looks like it's popular in Australia. Okay. Don't hate the hustle. All right, let's see. Deranged Lunatic. Who's next? I think it's your turn, man. I think it's your turn, Nina.
Nina.
Okay. Thank you so much for the $1.99. Deranged Lunatic says, no Gina, no Mandalorian, no Mandalorian, no Disney Plus. Okay.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I do not freaking blame you. It's their fault. They lost you.
Yeah, I mean, what's left for us now? Because I love the Mandalorian, but Baby Yoda's gone, Gina's gone, so that leaves me what? Pedro?
No, he's not,
and he hates you.
Me watching,
and he doesn't like me.
Yeah, he doesn't like half the country.
No,
he doesn't.
No, and he hates that helmet. I'm gonna make fun of him for that forever because oh my god, what a wuss!
I know.
What a baby!
You knew what the deal was when you signed up.
You signed up.
If you didn't, fire your freaking agent. That's all I'm right about that.
Baby.
Goodness.
Let's see. Paul Wolfleet for $5. Thank you so much. The narcissism of Peter Wood. We know you don't like it when you preach to you, but we will anyways. Look who's laughing now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
Get woke, go broke, man.
Yeah.
Get woke, go broke.
They think they know better than us here in flyover country. They don't give a crap. Not at all. Let's see. Adam Wofford for $5. Thank you so very much. It looks like an AR-15. Yes, it does. And I think, and it's the one where Keanu went for John Wick, and most actors go for action movies with gunfights. Yeah, I thought that range looked familiar because there was a video of Halle Berry. Humor for a John Wick.
For the John Wick thing,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that looks she's freaking badass. I love
she is awesome. Although her new haircut though, I was like, girl, what are you doing? Because I was looking
what did she do with it?
She's got like this bob cut, like super, like it's like a short bob, and I was like, that doesn't look good.
She usually looks good with short hair, so
she always used to rock short hair back in early 2000 and stuff.
It just didn't look good to me, but I don't know. But she has had like the boy haircut before, where it looked really good, but this one's really weird bob haircut that's like up to here.
I have to look that up because usually her hair is on point. Maybe she got a different hairdresser. I don't know.
Look at her like Oscar outfit from yesterday. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Larry for $2 says Rocky and Bullwinkle shows are best written of all. That's very true. I love Rocky and Bullwinkle.
That is a fun show.
I have a bad feeling one of these days they're gonna come after that show, and I'm gonna be like, "Fuck you! Stay away from Rocky and Bullwinkle."
What, do you love it, Nina?
Yes.
Then go on and expect it because
I'm expecting it.
They'll come for it next. Like
they come for everything.
All the other stuff is ridiculous.
They even got my Rainbow Rock.
Pull it out of Universal. I will riot. So I'm gonna say.
What are you gonna ride over?
There's a Rocky and Bullwinkle ride over in Universal. Yeah. Don't freaking touch it. Let's see. Okay, Mandy, you're up next, Mrs. Badman Walking.
Oh, Mrs. Van Walkie. Well, hello.
Hello,
so
dear.
Glad you're here for $4.99.
Is that really the missus, or is Dad Man just wearing a dress?
No, that's the missus. Yeah, that's the missus. Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to make sure.
He's pulling a Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, they both are on my channel pretty regularly in the live stream. All right.
So glad you're with us tonight. Thank you so much for the super chat. Sorry to be dissenting voice, but I give MK a D only because of abs and spectacular deaths. C if you include date night and movie popcorn.
If I compare it to the 1995 one, and I kind of try to keep them in isolation, on its own, I'd rate Mortal Kombat like about a 6.5. It was a good popcorn movie. But if I compare it to the 1995 one, it kind of goes, lower down. But yeah, the fatalities were absolutely freaking spectacular. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did they go toasty? Because I love when they do that.
So you're saying that this movie is not as good as the 95 one?
I think it's different than the 95.
It's just different.
It is, and I think
I was going to say, I think that's the biggest problem is people are comparing the two, and I think they're really looking at the 95 with rose tinted glasses. They kind of are. It's like I can understand if you have that nostalgia for the 1995 version, you're going to go into the new Mortal Kombat movie like, what is this crap?
you're not gonna be able really to separate the two. If you're able to look at both of them in isolation, they're two different stories. I mean, the 1995 version is about, Liu Kang, he's trying to get revenge. You know that from the beginning. But with the new Mortal Kombat story, it's about Scorpion and his origin story. So it's a different.
Well, and they did it differently, like meaning in the sense of that there was no big tournament, and that's one of the biggest gripes with the movie for most people that I've seen. They're like, "Oh my god, there was no actual tournament there." But you know what? No, like I didn't mind it because you have to take liberties with some things in movies where you're adapting video games into movies, and the way that they described it in the movie was that basically that they had lost the heroes and they were trying to recruit them again, and the bad guys were cheating and not wanting to do the actual tournament. They were trying to cheat and kill them before they got to the point where they can have the tournament. And so I think like they're setting up the next movie to have the restart of the tournament because now they have their heroes and everything like that. So I didn't mind that the way that they set it up, and they showed that guy with the lightning, I forget his name. I always forget.
Raiden
was like sending them to different places. That actually happens in the video games. He always teleports them to different places and they fight and like blah blah blah. So it's not like it wasn't the craziest thing for me that it didn't have a tournament. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it was a lot like a backdoor pilot in a sense, like but it does stand on its own as well. And again, like we'll get into it a little bit more here in a few minutes because we got a couple more super chats to get into. But so stay tuned, folks. We're going to talk a little bit more Mortal Kombat and some other things yet too. So,
all right, let's see. I think
is it me?
Mandy.
Okay, I just went. So
okay. So Dash DC for $2 Canadian. Thank you so very much. In other news, they found an O. Henry bar on Mars.
Did they really?
Did they really? What was it from the Apollo mission?
Did they seriously?
No way.
I that is so weird. I'd freaking believe it because the other missions they left stuff up there. No, it didn't come back with them.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to look
that
up.
O. Henry bar.
I need the article to look that up.
Yeah,
right? That's crazy.
Sure. Adam Wolford for $5. Thank you so much. Says, if you girls want a real Survivor expert, go to check out Survivor Man. He goes out by himself and survives on his own without a camera crew.
Is he squeezing water out of turds?
Really? Is it like on YouTube or something, or is it a show?
Well, if there's no camera crew, how are we supposed to watch this?
Unless he's on his phone himself.
Yeah, he may film himself.
Okay. Okay, yeah, it's probably a YouTube thing. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, I want to check that out. That sounds awesome. Cool. I love shows like that, like Naked and Afraid and all the Survivor stuff. I love, not the show Survivor where they're kicking them off the island.
Why am I not surprised that you like the show Naked and Afraid, Mandy? Like, not at all.
That show's awesome. I was gonna sign up. I thought about it, and then I thought I'm gonna die.
What is it? I've never even heard about it.
Is there an unrated version of that show? Just out of curiosity.
I think it is on Discovery Plus because I found that out much to my chagrin because I saw the episode.
I was asking for a friend.
Dinklage and Leslie Jones.
Wait, what is it? What do you do on this?
Okay, so they take people and they put them out in weird places, like in the middle of the jungle or in the middle of the desert. And they're there for I think it's 21 days. And you're there and they're naked. They're naked. They have nothing. They have nothing but they get a knife and they get one item that they can bring. And sometimes they'll give them like a flint to start their own fires and stuff or a pot to cook in. But mostly they have nothing.
Yeah,
not even undies.
No,
naked. Yeah, but naked, and they're in cold sometimes, and they have to huddle at night to stay warm. And
fire ants biting your ass.
Yeah. It's so good. It's such a good show. I always said I was going to bring duct tape, and then I saw somebody bring it, and I was like, yeah. I don't think he did all the right stuff with it though.
Let's see. Is it me? I think it's me.
I think so.
Okay. Fo Chung Esquire for $4.99. Thank you so very much.
I like that name.
Says, I like that's cool. How is it possible that you ladies keep getting hotter?
Oh, that's
wow.
so sweet.
So
We
sweet.
have to keep it nice and fresh for you guys. So,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Richard Berg, Mr. Berg, sends in a $5 super chat for, hey ladies, hi from Thailand, and thanks for a great show. Love catching you whenever I can. Well, thank you.
Can I just say, Thai food is so
I
freaking
love
amazing.
Thai food.
Oh my God. I just, I love it. I love it. Send me lemongrass soup, send me pad Thai.
Pad Thai, baby. Yeah. And Pad King.
Hotter
So
the better. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. Oh, Nina, your turn.
okay.
Hey.
Oh no, wait, didn't I just? Oh no, wait.
You did.
I just read the Richard Berg.
Wait a minute. Yeah, you just did.
Okay.
Mandy, it's your turn.
You dare hey for $4.99. Thank you so much. Did you read mine? If so, I'll back up the stream and find it.
I don't think
I don't remember.
No, I don't remember
yours.
Yeah, because I remember your name, but I don't think we
this is the first super chat we see from you.
Yeah.
Unless Tom pulled it up on the screen in the very beginning, but I don't remember that name, and I would have remembered that.
Yeah, just drop it back in the chat.
Which one?
Tom.
Yeah, dare hey.
Yeah.
I don't remember one unless it was way before the show started, and I don't have access to those, unfortunately. If you could just copy and paste or just reiterate what it was in the chat, we'll definitely get to it for sure then. Because if they come in before the show, I don't have access to them.
Okay.
But if it was during the show and I accidentally missed it, that does happen from time to time. But then I don't have a way of going back because I don't have access to that, unfortunately. So sorry about that.
Okay. So the last super chat before we go to our next story. Revul Arvida, I hope I said that right, for $5 Australian. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie, Mugen Train outperforming Mortal Kombat. Hashtag Demon Slayer, hashtag Mugen Train, hashtag Ufotable. I hope I said that right. Yes, the theater that I went to go see Mortal Kombat in, okay, Mortal Kombat was showing in one theater. Right next to it was the one for Demon Slayer. The thing with Demon Slayer, from what I heard, is that you have to have watched the Demon Slayer series in order for that movie to make sense. So I'm actually going back.
Is it an anime one?
It's an anime.
Yeah.
So I've been told that I need to watch the anime series. So I'm actually going to binge on Demon Slayer anime before I go see the Demon Slayer movie, because I heard that movie is like off the chain.
I've heard really good things about this anime.
Me too.
I'm gonna have to check that out at some point.
It's gonna be really, really cool. Okay, well, folks, we are going to move this train along. So the next thing that we're going to pick up is these lovely people, Hollywood. You know, a lot of them can't freaking stand us.
No.
And they can't really stand that you have a dissenting opinion. Now, Gina Carano, of course, she's an actress. She's more visible. So obviously she's an easy target. But what happens when you're just like, say, this guy here who writes a commentary in the Orlando Sentinel, which is as woke as the New York Times. It just happens to be in Orlando, where he writes a letter basically saying, I love Disney World, but the wokeness is ruining the experience.
Mm-hmm. Which he is absolutely right. That's one of the reasons I don't want to go to Disneyland or Disney World anymore either. I would rather spend money at Universal because I'm sick and tired of Disney and I don't want to give them my money. It's just ridiculous.
It's just nuts. Exactly. So what he was saying is that, he and his family fly from like the West Coast to Disney. And he kind of is like how I used to be. I would drop money at Disney yearly, sometimes twice a year. It was just like, shut up and take my money from all the stuff that I wanted to see and that I wanted to do. And then you see the just reduction in value, just the reduction in the magic and just the wokeness that goes into everything, from the point where, let's say, they had to mess up Pirates of the Caribbean. Then they go to, taking Trader Sam out of the Jungle Cruise because that was, cultural sensitivities, whatever, they do that. Then they want to retheme Splash Mountain. Because like I told people before, it's not the issue that they wanted to replace or retheme Splash Mountain with Princess and the Frog with another IP. Okay, fine. I can see that where it's like, okay, Song of the South is kind of outdated. No, it's not freaking racist. My grandmother used to tell me those Burr Rabbit stories. So now you've taken that authentic Black American history out to replace it with this IP. You want to do that? Okay, go ahead, fine. But don't virtue signal that this is somehow some great thing that you wind up doing. All I see is that my family's culture has basically been thrown out the window. That's what I see when it comes to that. So again, things like that, tattoos, it's kind of like a little iffy. Some people have amazing tattoos, especially vets who come back, and they tattoo themselves and all that. That's not really what bothers me that much. But when you have people like this who say how much money they used to spend at Disney, and now they're just like, no, I don't really want to spend that anymore. Then you have people like Josh Gad. Okay, I think he was LeFou in the live action version of Beauty and the Beast, and also known as Olaf in Frozen.
Oh God.
Okay. Who says, I love the Orlando Sentinel, but racist journalism is ruining the experience. What's racist about this?
Dude, I read some of these responses and they were all talking about how some white dude's opinion doesn't matter and that he doesn't white men shouldn't go to Disney World and stuff like that. And I was like, what is this? Like somebody has an actual gripe and everyone all of a sudden actually becomes racist and starts being like, white people shouldn't have an opinion. Like, who cares if he's going to Disney World? He's a unsatisfied customer and he's letting people know what he feels like. What the hell does his skin color have to do with anything? It's crazy.
It doesn't even matter skin color anymore. The trees are racist. Everything is racist.
I'm gonna say it again. I think that Trey Parker and Matt Stone probably really regret making Josh Gad a star. Just gonna say it. Because the only reason we know who the fuck he is because he was in the Book of Mormon.
Oh,
I didn't know he was until Lorena said he was the voice of Olaf. I'm like, oh, okay.
That's the only time I knew who he was. And yeah, I'm like, okay. Oh, also he was a freaking hamster in some other Disney movie. I don't freaking know about. I just
basically he should shut up. Oh God, I just looked him up. Oh God, this dude is such a tool. Oh my God,
he is, and he's been that way. And I had to reply to him, and he hasn't answered me back on Twitter. Surprise, surprise.
Of course,
I said, "What's racist about this? And why is it that you have to use minorities to make your freaking point?" You can't make your point without using minorities. Are you freaking kidding? What's racist about it? I get crickets.
Because what point? What point do they have? That's this guy's opinion. This particular man said he doesn't enjoy Disney as much anymore because it's too woke. It's an opinion. Everybody has them. This guy has an opinion. And his opinion is not a racist one. It said he doesn't like Disney.
Josh Gad is a loser who interviewed Daisy Ridley and then got her to admit that they had no idea what they were doing with Star Wars.
Oh shit.
He's just a freaking tool, but not to be outdone, we got James Gunn. Gunn. So we do remember who James Gunn is, right?
The one that got canceled and then uncanceled. Yeah,
that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that guy.
You're fired. No, never mind. Come back.
So he's not. So he comes back with this. The wokeness specifically is seeing cast members' tattoos and removing a character named Trader Sam from the Jungle Cruise. A grown-up man sees these things or doesn't see them and gets all worked up, and the experience is ruined for him. Somehow he doesn't see this as his problem.
What? What is he trying to say?
What he's just basically trying to say is, basically shaming you for having the wrong opinion.
Right.
Just like they shamed Gina Carano for having the wrong opinion, except in this case, it's not someone who's on television. This just happens to be a guy who loves Disney, and I'll make it analogous to a Star Wars fan, a Disney Star Wars fan like myself, okay, where we used to spend money like crazy at the Disney parks because they would give us what we wanted. Now, when they go into this woke nonsense, we push against it. Oh, you have the wrong opinion, so we're going to have to cancel you for that. You can't think differently. And he's just like,
Unreal.
You know what? Then I'm not spending my money, because that's pretty much what I did. I didn't buy an annual pass. I could have dropped money for an annual pass and didn't. I take my money over to Universal for the, for the most part.
Yeah, I mean,
Just
even
there.
like I used to basically go to LA every year, so I would go to Disneyland pretty much every year. And then, well, COVID happened and all that stuff, so like I didn't go. But if I was to go back now, I wouldn't go to Disneyland anymore. I would just go to Universal. It's just they've done too many wrongs. Like, I'm just not interested anymore.
Yeah. I want to say Hogwarts.
Hogwarts is freaking
Hogwarts is freaking amazing.
I want to go so bad. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. that is a place where I'm like, shut up and take my freaking money.
Right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Even if dude, I've known people that have gone to Hogwarts, like, and they're not Harry Potter fans. Like, they're like, in fact, I would go as far as to say they hate Harry Potter, but they were like, this place is freaking bomb. Like, this looks amazing. Like, people who got like strongly dislike Harry Potter were like, this place is freaking dope.
It's amazing because the immersion is just so freaking complete. It's real and it's complete, even to the point where one of the girls' bathrooms, Moaning Myrtle voice is in a girl's bathroom in Hogsmeade. Not in Diagon Alley. It's in Hogsmeade. You go in there, you hear Moaning Myrtle.
Yeah.
That is so awesome. And somebody in the chat, Tech Man Blade just said Nintendo World is coming. What's that? What's up with this? I need to know about this.
There's one coming they're building the one in Universal Hollywood first.
No,
the Japan one is already open.
Yeah, that one's open.
Now,
they're coming to so they're working on the one that's in Universal Hollywood.
Yeah.
And Orlando isn't going to get it until Epic Universe is built. I think they said something like 2025 or something like that. But
that's not terrible when you're waiting on like an amusement park type thing. So
I'm waiting. As soon as that sucker opens, I'm back in Cali. I can't freaking stand Cali, but I'll drop in there to see Nintendo World.
Oh, I ain't going to California. I'm just gonna have to wait it out till it comes on over to Florida, because my country ass ain't going nowhere near California.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to wait it out until it's in it's in Florida as well.
I'll ding you guys, because we go. We definitely all got to go, because that's insane. I'm getting Lucius Malfoy's pain.
Nintendo World. Yes.
It's gonna be amazing. So again, it's an example of you have the wrong opinions. These people in Hollywood hate you. And don't fall for the okie doke, as they would say. It doesn't hurt enough yet. It doesn't hurt enough. They still do not freaking like us. Keep voting with your wallet. Keep using your voice to talk about what you don't like, because they will cancel you and say this stuff to get you to shut up and not complain.
Yep.
And speaking of getting us to shut up, Nina, you want to tee this one up, because you're the one who found it.
Oh my God. So I woke up to seeing this today, and if you guys don't know in the chat, I'm a huge Star Trek fan, especially Star Trek TNG. I love Geordi LaForge. I love LeVar Burton. Well, past tense loved. I loved and respected LeVar Burton until I saw this bullshit going around. Well, the first one that was going around was this Justice Dominguez had tweeted him saying this clip from The View. And then I found out, because I went into his Twitter, to LeVar's Twitter, and he had doubled down and was like, I said it, I stand by it. So let's listen to what he has to say about cancel culture.
Exactly. Let's go here. Make sure I start from the beginning.
In terms of cancel culture, I think it's misnamed. That's a misnomer. I think we have a consequence culture, and that consequences are finally encompassing everybody in the society.
Can I just say, isn't it interesting how they moved the goalpost?
Every 5 minutes, Lorena, every 5 minutes.
It's not cancel culture. It's consequence. Goodness gracious. Okay, here
whereas they haven't been ever in this country. So I think that there are good signs that are happening in the culture right now, and I think it has everything to do with a new awareness on people who were simply unaware of the real nature of life in this country for people who have been othered since this nation began.
LeVar, I think that you are completely unaware of what cancel culture has done to many people and what it actually stands for, which is complete cancellation of people based on their values and their ideas, and basically firing them from their jobs, getting them like to be completely canceled in all forms, like, you know, not be able to make a living. You are promoting a culture of absolute hate and just complete and utter madness. Like, and I cannot believe that the guy just doubled down too and was like, yeah, I stand by it. You have no idea what you're doing, LeVar, because when they find out something that you've said that they don't like, they will come after you, sir, and they will cancel you, and you will feel the burn. And on that day, I wonder if you'll say the same thing. I doubt it.
I'm not surprised he doubled down, because this is what they do. They never give up the con that they're pulling on you. Especially when it comes, when it comes to this, it's like, okay, first of all, cancel culture sounds bad, so we have to, take this turd, repolish it, polish it, repackage it, and sell it as something else.
Mm-hmm.
They don't get, or he doesn't get, because it hasn't happened to him.
Yeah,
he doesn't get when you have people trying to silence you, destroy your livelihood, like you were saying, scorched earth, make it so that you can never support yourself.
Yeah.
Again. Or have
that's
any
who he's
contact.
supporting. And then he's saying he's doing it in defense of, because like all the people who've been othered all their lives. Like, dude, what are you talking about?
What do they mean by othered? This is what I'm trying to understand. If what he is talking about,
he's talking about Black people, Lorena.
And okay. I just wanted to get that out, because here's the other thing that LeVar seems to be ignorant of, especially since I know my family here. Not every Black person in this country was a slave. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There were a class of people, and I have them in my ancestry, who were free. They were free. They had to put up with a lot of cancel crap from people trying to cancel them from not even having their freedom, to the point where they couldn't even make a living. They had to actually pay a tax every year. There was an exorbitant amount of money. If they couldn't pay it, guess what? They got re-enslaved again. Not all Black people had the same experience. So frankly, I find it offensive that you would want to wrap us all in the same category. That's not how that works. That's not how that worked at all. As for other, here's another other. What about Blacks who are conservatives or libertarians? Okay, if any of you ever follow Young Ripper, go read his feed. See what happens when he disagrees with people.
You're the wrong kind of Black if you're conservative or Republican or libertarian or anything that's not left or far left. Basically, it's just all very, very. It's all very confusing, to be completely honest, because if you're like, like I just, if you're just trying to get by in this world, and it's, first of all, they just move the goalpost every 5 minutes, and then it's just like everything's racist, and you just cannot keep up. Don't blame yourself, or don't feel stupid. We're all in the same boat.
It's a control mechanism, and I tell people, a lot of this stuff is starting to repeat with things that happened during Reconstruction, except it's the flip side of the coin.
Yeah.
You want a good look into what this is going on. Read the writings of W.E. Du Bois, who basically, he was a freaking Marxist. And then read, Booker T. Washington's autobiography, Up from Slavery. 2 men during Reconstruction. And Booker T. Washington had a quote that you have a class of people who have a financial interest in stirring up racial strife and hatred. Sounds like that could have been written today, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, this whole thing is just so disappointing, and it's like, it's just another actor in the Star Trek world that has gone completely just insanely woke, and you're like, what are you talking about? I mean, the other one that was Maria, what was her name?
Marina Sirtis.
Yeah, thank you. Her and the whole, like, just wishing ill on Texans because they, for whatever reason, of the whole storm thing, when the storm thing was happening.
that was absolutely disgusting, because
Like,
I remember when Marina
was what you deserve if you vote a certain way, which is bullshit.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just a human garbage thing to say. Okay, it's just
disgusting, because she used to be, and a lot of these Star Trek actors, like a lot of other actors, the ones that are in the fandoms are the ones that really hurt, because they did not used to be this way.
No,
the only thing that mattered was that you were a fan. Of course, some of them, they had their Save the Whales project, stuff like that. Their politics, but at the end of the day, they loved their fans.
Yeah.
So we kind of gave them that leeway to, they're a little leftist, they're a little, whatever, but it doesn't matter. They just think that, we're all great and they want to live and let live. Now they're telling them that you're bad people.
Yeah, and mind you, LeVar Burton saying this on The View, which is hosted by Whoopi Goldberg, which is another Star Trek character in TNG, who has gone completely loco. And you're like, dude, why are you, like, they're all just degrading. It's like right before our eyes, they're all just going downhill. It's crazy to watch.
Because they won't have a job if they don't.
Yeah.
If they say anything, then they will be canceled. And as much as it's not a big deal. It's not, they don't want to be canceled. They don't want to make it where they can't go to conventions or, work on TV shows or write anything. I mean,
LeVar just got a new job too. He's the new host of Jeopardy, and I was all excited, and I was like, guess I'll be watching Jeopardy again. Well, guess what? I guess I won't be watching Jeopardy now, because you, sir, have canceled yourself by saying this bullshit.
One thing I'm going to add, and it is Oscars related. I don't know if any of you, and I just read about it, that Tyler Perry gave a speech at the Oscars about talking about meeting in the middle, and basically
paraphrasing. This morning, and he actually even stuck up for cops too.
Oh, he did?
Oh, yeah, he did all of that. And one of the things that people don't really realize about Tyler Perry had to start from scratch. He went to Hollywood trying to, sell, his way of doing things, his scripts and all that. And they were telling them that, no, you can't mention Jesus. So if you don't mention Jesus, we'll fund you. And he's like, no, I'll go and freaking do my own thing. So he started building Tyler Perry Studios from scratch. Do you know that I think his writers, he was threatened with a writer's strike, like the WGA, I think they were going to pull out of writing scripts for his shows. Hollywood gave him freaking hell. Oh, yeah. They gave him absolute hell. But in the end, he had his own studio, his own funding, all of that. He's spread out so much. And
I remember that episode of the Boondocks, Lorena, when they had when Grandpa went to star on the remember the Tyler Perry show? Oh my God, that was so good.
God, that was insane. That was nuts. That was nuts. But Tyler Perry, his he's got a little bit of woke stuff in his in his productions, but they employ everybody. Predominantly white cast, black cast, extremely diverse cast, and very good storytelling. I don't particularly like the Medea movies. They're okay. Some of them are pretty freaking funny, and I do love them. But he's got other things. There's a movie of his that's it's so creepy and it's amazing. It's called Acrimony.
I've heard of that one. I haven't watched it yet.
It is so good. Taraji P. Henderson is in it. It's almost, I want to say it's like Fatal Attraction in how tense it is. You would not even really. It's not a classic Tyler Perry movie, but it's amazing. But it's amazing.
This looks up my alley, girl. I'm gonna watch this movie.
So Acrimony, that I did not see that coming. Acrimony was freaking awesome.
I didn't know he did scary stuff. Yeah, but The Family That Prays was really, really good, and had some really good, a really good cast. His movies for me are always like hit or miss. Either I really, really, really like them, or not so much. But I think he's a good guy. Because like I know that he hasn't pulled his studio out of Georgia yet.
That's right. Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah. With all that shit that's going on, he's staying in Georgia, so he's staying here. So yeah, and he employs so many people throughout the state. So I think that's great.
Yeah, and he's giving back, and that speech was something that a lot of people. If there's one thing from the Oscars to go back and watch, definitely watch that speech by Tyler Perry.
I'm gonna have to check that out. The one thing I did hear about the Oscars, not to get too far off track, that really interested me though, and I have to look into this more, is that apparently what happened was though is like, because you know how
Cameron.
You know how everyone is like hardcore lefty in Hollywood, right? So they're like kind of been talking about this whole, defund the police thing and everything like that. So apparently, and they were like totally against Trump building the wall and everything like that. So apparently, when the Oscars was about to happen, they went and basically took out all the bums. Like they got the cops to take out all the bums from where the theater is, because now it's like a hot zone, like it's a hotbed for bums and people who are not good and they're not supposed to be there. So they took them, they put them in other places, and then they put up the wall around the area to protect them from coming in.
Guys, we have a guest.
And then they put up the wall.
Hey, Cameron.
Protect them from.
Hold on. I've got your thing going here. Let me mute that. Okay. Your feedback here. Okay. Hey, I saw all these lovely ladies. I knew I had to come in.
Hi.
You're so toxic. You're so toxic, Kamran. We love you.
I know. My poor agents have to deal with that, whatever. But hey, I was in the chat for a while. You guys making some really interesting points, and I supported some of the stuff you were saying. And this is a very interesting Oscars we watched. The whole system is collapsing right in front of us, and the only people that don't realize it are all my colleagues in the industry.
Am I right? Am I right? Did they put up a wall in front of the theater so that they don't like they
had fencing. They moved all the homeless out
because homeless people out.
It was a homeless shelter, actually, Nina. So yeah, I don't know about if I'd say it was a bunch of bums per se, but yeah, something like that. But yeah, it was like
well, that's even worse. Okay,
yeah, it was like it was a situation where they moved them out so they wouldn't be seen for the red carpet shit or whatever. If I heard correct.
And they're all like against the cops, but they have cops everywhere trying to protect them from the poor people, which is the most like, it's just insane. It's like insanity that this is happening over there. And the cops are like, yeah, okay, we'll protect you. I'm just like, while they're in one breath, right? And
it's
one
Hollywood crazy. It's
a continuation of last year when LA was being set on fire by various wannabe leftists, right? That summer I was invited to the house of a very, very big showrunner. I won't say his name. Thank you. Someone likes me. But he's a very nice guy, but he's a standard sort of Hollywood woke guy, and lovely, lovely house as you can imagine. Very successful showrunner with millions of dollars, right? And and he was very gracious enough to let me in his home, even though people were still very nervous about COVID. But we had it. And then all these events were happening. I had several friends in Hollywood who were driven out of their homes due to violence, due to the people being set on fire. The National Guard was there. I mean, I had 2 friends who've left Los Angeles because this happened, right? And so all this was happening at the time, and he was giving me this lecture, about how we've got to support, BLM. We've got to. It's necessary to shake up the system. It's necessary. I was like, man, nobody's burning down your neighborhood here. My friends' neighborhood's getting burned down, right?
Yeah.
His neighborhood is very well patrolled and gated, right?
Yeah.
This is rich Hollywood showrunner neighborhood, right? So, and I sort of gently said, I was like, well, this is. There's a lot going on that you might want to look at because, again, he's spouting the right stuff. He's saying the right things, right?
Right.
But in his mind, but it's like he's not being impacted by the people that are claiming to represent social justice. In fact, he's protected from it.
Yeah.
So that's the town.
It's just amazing to me when I lived in LA, just the tone deafness between the way that these Hollywood elites would live and like the regular people, down in the valley and on, in the valley and across the other side of Ventura Boulevard. It's such a dichotomy, but they don't think about that. It's like it's
so
just their
disconnected.
bubble.
They like live in this bubble.
Totally,
and they have no freaking idea what's going on outside of it. And it's like
none. That's why I tell people they make sure they're on the right side of La Brea when the sun goes down. Cameron knows what I'm talking about.
No, I know exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, for sure. I know what you're talking about.
I've been on the wrong side of La Brea, and it's not always pleasant. And so, the thing is this: they've all convinced themselves that their hearts are in the right place, right? And so they can't possibly be racist, classist, sexist, or any of those other things that they all are, right? Because they're all saying the right thing, so they're convinced that it must have penetrated their souls. It actually hasn't. It's stuck in their throat, right? So.
It's just so disappointing to see yet another person that I used to really enjoy watching go down this path like LeVar Burton just did. And it's always like, it just hits you kind of deep. Like, you're like, because.
And he has a long, because he did the Reading Rainbow. He's a lot of kids, right?
Roots.
Roots, especially Roots. My goodness. Right? Iconic.
My Muslim ancestor, right? So, but I said this in the chat. The thing is this, and I don't know if this will allow you to have mercy on him or forgive him. All these actors, they just want to fit in, and they just want to work.
I know.
And this is not about anything except fitting in. Those comments were not made for the audience. They were made for the people that might give them a job. That's it. That's all it's about.
The saddest freaking violin, man. I'm sorry, but it's just really freaking ridiculous when people are like saying this kind of shit and then thinking that, LeVar Burton, right? LeVar Burton, he is a very privileged man. Yes, he's a black man, but he's very privileged. He got to be on Star Trek. He got to be on, one of the most amazing shows. He's had a very privileged life. And then he's coming out here giving us a lecture about this bullshit. Give me a fucking break, LeVar.
Because exactly. And Cameron is 100%
big role was in the movie.
Right. Because being out there in Hollywood with these people and having to sit at parties with these people and cocktail parties with these people and listen to what they say, a lot of them, they just want to work. And they will say and do whatever it is that make sure that they fit in.
Well, you know what though? That's why I respect people like Gina Carano a lot, because they're like saying things like, you don't need the studios like Disney to get at work and to get a job and to be able to do whatever. You can do it by standing up for your own ideologies and having a freaking
you want to respond to
collective.
Nina, I have great affection for Gina. I've communicated with her a few times, right? And she's absolutely lovely. I 100% support her. Everyone knows that. I will say this. She's blessed to have a very large support network. I'm going to give you my own personal example. I have been the sort of loudmouth teller of truth in my little world without that network, and it hasn't helped me.
No, I know.
It has held me back for many years. This stuff I'm doing on YouTube isn't helping my career. I'm doing it because whatever. At this point, I'm so many. I knew who the hell cares, right? All the people who hate me already know who I am.
Right.
So I can't add anything more to that. But I was idealistic and spoke truth to power for a decade, only to discover that I was shooting myself in the head. And, and I wish I had the support network that Gina has. That has a lot of. She doesn't even, James Woods doesn't have her support network, right? His career is stumbling.
Wow.
Right? I mean, James Woods came out and spoke, and he was finished. Right, one of the best actors of our generation. He really is. People don't like his politics, but they'll say to me privately in Hollywood, "I don't like the guy, but he's really good at his job." Right, but he's not working, right, because he got knocked down, and Gina didn't, because God bless her, she already has global support fan base before she became an actress, and I'm delighted for that.
Exactly,
but it's not. I tell you, it's not easy. I've had to struggle to pay my rent a lot of this journey, and have had the most painful calls. In fact, I'll tell you this, I got this call a week ago from my manager who stood by me. She stood by me now for 17 years. She's been with me, right? So since 2004. And she called me and said, there's this project up for, I had an incredible talk with the producers. They loved me, whatever. And we were all talking to my agents about packaging and putting some actors and everything was going. And she called and said, well, they started calling around about you. And they heard the stuff they didn't like. They wanted me to defend you to them, and I actually told him he's out of the project because I don't need to defend him for anything, right? I know his character 17 years, right? And I'm not going to defend him. And then the other producers got embarrassed. She literally said, we're pulling him out because we don't need to be on the defensive. But it's still happening to me. It happened last week. I'm off of a project because someone heard something about me.
And that's how
Sorry
it works.
to hear that, man.
It sucks. And that's exactly how it is in Hollywood. It's like, sure, you can be the kind of person who is like, okay, I'm only going to put up with X, Y, and Z. But it's like I tell people, you don't have to play the game, but you have to know how the game is played.
Yeah. Right. You got to not be stupid, which I've been. I've been very stupid on the journey, and amazingly, I still have a career. Amazing.
No, you're truthful. You're not. You can't
like it is. Exactly.
It's actually a really good. It's not helping you, but gosh, it's a really good trait to have because you're just so open with your feelings. You're like, no, it's bullshit. I think that's great.
What I wonder though is, can't there be a balance? Meaning, like, LeVar Burton doesn't have to come out and say this. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a thing about staying silent as well. Like, you don't necessarily have to put yourself out there to say something, but you don't necessarily have to not either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
all of my handful of conservative friends in the industry keep their mouths shut.
Oh
shut.
You don't want it out there,
and they just go along with the crowd to work. And you're right. He doesn't. LeVar's already said, like I said, all actors are nervous about getting work, but LeVar, thankfully, is a well-known and a talented guy.
He's just got a job, host of Jeopardy.
It comes down to these people are terrified. They are freaking terrified. They're looking at their bills, they're looking at their mortgage, they're looking at their car payment, and they're looking at all of this, probably living in California right now, where you are either living in $1 million mansion or you are living pretty bad over in California right now.
You're exactly right. It's wealthy people and poor people. That's all we got.
That's exactly how it is. That would be absolutely terrifying to think that, okay, if I go on this show and I mess up and I say what I really feel, or I say an opinion, are they going to twist this? Are they going to turn this? Am I going to be able to pay my bills next month? Am I going to be able to? And I mean, I feel for them in a way, because my God, what a horrible life to have to live, to walk on eggshells like that and all constantly be terrified.
It's totally horrible, Mandy, if you actually have principles.
Exactly.
Most of the people in the industry don't actually believe it at all. Yeah. And they will just flow with wherever they think the wind is.
That's so sad.
Speaking of flow, let's catch up with these super chats that you guys have been so generous in providing us with. Let's see, we have Stephen Otten for $5. Thank you so very much. For everything I liked in Mortal Kombat 2021, there was something I didn't. I'd give it a 2.5 out of 5. My full review is on the Letterboxd app. #blatant plug. Yeah, there were things I liked in that. Some things that I didn't. Some things that I thought were just too freaking obvious because they did a tell instead of show. So that kind of irritated me. I don't like it if I can guess what's going to happen and it freaking happens, because the clues are just too blatant out there. So yeah, I get you. Yeah.
I mean, there was stuff I didn't like about it either, and there was stuff I did like, but for the most part, I was telling this to John the other night because he didn't like the movie at all. And I'm like, I feel like I've brought my standards down like a lot, because at this point, if a movie doesn't try to teach me a lesson about race or feminism or anything like that, I'm good. Like, I'm fine being entertained without being taught a lesson. That's it. But that's where I'm at this point.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, Mandy, I think you know.
No, it's me. You're Coffetron for $5. Thank you so much. And this actually is for you, Lorena. So it says, Lorena, created by the lowest bidder. Wow, that explains so much in general right now.
That's government contracts, which is why I'm glad I no longer am in that life anymore.
There you go. There you go.
I'm glad I no longer work for Stark Industries. Let's put that way.
Well, let me speaking of Stark, you know, I hope you all have your old DVDs of the original Iron Man, because I think they cut out the scene where he's like partying on the plane with his, like, you know, the stewardesses become strippers. I think that's out now, right? Because it's like they can't have that. That's offensive. You can't have. You know,
wait, with 3 6 Mafia playing on the video screen. I think that's out. Brothers royalties. That's not going to go over well.
What? They cut it out?
That's what I heard. I could be wrong, but I heard that in, like, I guess future editions or wherever the hell they're streaming it, because they're like, well, you know, that doesn't really work anymore. I'm like,
I love that.
He's a jackass. I mean, that's the character.
He is. He's a complete.
He was a jackass in the original comics.
And I'm like, he has a freaking stripper pole in his plane. Daggone it.
You know where they censor movies? Iran and China. Quit censoring shit. Like, fuck, man.
And the amazing thing is, to my Iranian sister here, even with that heavy censorship, Iran produces some of the best movies on the planet.
That's true.
The Iranian culture is so incredibly artistic that they will get around it.
But that's because of the so much censorship they have to get around, that they're like, we actually have to be creative now. Like, we have to figure out what to do to be creative.
The limit,
it's very good.
It's actually an old Islamic tradition, because early on in Islam, they said, you know, making images is idolatry. So artists stopped making images, but then they started doing calligraphy, right?
Yes.
When you put a limit, artists will always find a way around it.
And those mosaics
have, you know, thousands of years of culture. And if anyone who has not watched Iranian films, they will blow you away. And they will create a bridge with another culture. You're like, I have all these negative stuff I heard about Iran, and look at what the movies they're making. I mean, some of the best dramas out there.
I have to put that on my list to watch.
Like, Lorena, watch The Death of the Salesman. I think that was actually won an Oscar a couple of years ago for Best International Movie. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
There's also an incredible one called Bibi Maryam, which is the Virgin Mary. It's a story of the Virgin Mary, sort of, you know, it's an Islamic and Christian perspective of the Virgin Mary, and it's one of the most beautiful spiritual films I've ever seen, coming right out of Iran.
Oh, okay, cool. I got to make a list like Mandy.
Right.
Speaking of Mandy, you're up next to Diego Flores.
Yeah, Diego Flores for $10. Wow, thank you so much, Lovebug. My girlfriend and I broke up yesterday. Oh no!
Sorry to hear that.
That's sad. Now I need Mandy's bubbly personality, Nina's sharp views, and our queen's sardonic humor. Also, Tom, please yell this out in your movie voice: Tournament Arc.
Tournament Arc.
That's a pretty good movie voice.
That's great.
Diego, awesome. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's
that sucks.
Man. Yeah,
that does suck.
I'm sorry to hear that. Breakups suck.
They do.
Get some ice cream, buddy. You'll be okay.
It's hard. This last year, unfortunately, a lot of my friends have gone through breakups. A lot of marriages have broken up. It's been a hard year for relationships. I mean, it's just been the current circumstances really test our relationships. And, you know, don't take it as personally as maybe you would have. We're all in a crazy place right now.
Yeah. Be good to yourself.
Yeah.
Be good to yourself. Adam Wofford for $5. Thank you so very much. He brings his own gear, and he was on the History Channel. Now he has a YouTube channel. Okay. Okay, but the survival guy.
Right,
survival.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, Tom, check your Twitter from @weapon9901. I want that movie.
Oh, don't mention Twitter. That really hurts me when you mention Twitter.
Oh,
that hurts my feelings.
That
I
bird
miss
fight,
you
that's
on
what-
Twitter too.
I
You know
miss
who's
you
happy?
so
Who's
much.
happy that I'm not on
Ladies.
Twitter? My
Good.
sister's happy because she doesn't like the political stuff I said. My mother's happy because she didn't like the beautiful girls I was posting. They're both real happy.
Oh,
They're
no,
both
I
real
liked both of those.
My mother's like,
They were both awesome.
why are these women on your Twitter feed? She didn't like it.
I loved
It's for
it.
the outfits because I like the outfits that some of them had.
Well, some
on.
of them were wearing a lot of outfits.
That's
Whatever.
true. They were.
My mom didn't like it. My mom didn't like it. She's a good Muslim woman. She didn't like it.
What is this? Is this kaiju?
What is this?
Is this a kaiju?
You could
movie?
not live with.
This is
your
what
own
Adam
fire.
Wolford tagged me in and said he wants this movie, I guess.
Okay.
Where
going on with
did
this
it
thing?
bring you back to? Oh, I had to find out what the heck that is.
Is there some kind of kaiju thing going on
That's
here?
what I was saying. I just see kaiju.
Otherwise, what am I supposed to be looking for? That's the only thing I found.
All I see is Kong, and I'm like, yes.
And there's I guess the thing on the bottom is the creature that he wants to see a movie of.
Yeah.
The Mothra kind of thing, whatever.
I
Yeah,
think
like
that's
that-
the story,
It's
yeah.
like a demented unicorn. Look at it. It's
God, demented unicorn.
Cool looking
It's like a
kaiju.
demonic unicorn. Holy
Yeah.
shit. That thing looks fucking
Yeah.
nuts.
I like Gojira though. That's actually pretty cool.
What's that robot guy? Is that like
Oh,
the Terminator?
that-
Like, what is that?
I'm embarrassed. I can't even remember the name, but I know.
Oh, so you know that you've seen this thing before.
Yeah, I've seen the
Ultraman.
robot before. Yeah, that's who it is.
Ultraman? Oh wow, yeah, I
Yeah.
remember Ultraman.
Oh, that guy looks
I'm
funny.
so
But
embarrassed.
wasn't
I
there
remember
also
that.
you were all too young for this. You were all too. But in the early '80s, there was a TV show, like one of those crazy early '80s TV shows called Ultraman, which had like basically a superhero that was a hologram projected from like an Apple computer. In like 1982, that was like a big deal, and it had like this little buddy called Cursor, and he was like this revolutionary new show in like 1982. It was like Tron level of technology.
So this Ultraman guy is like the original, like Iron Man. He looks like Iron Man.
He's like a He's like more like a robot. I think he's completely a robot. Iron Man's just got the suit.
Look at him though. He's got the middle heart thing,
I've seen this dude before. I've seen this somewhere. Yeah.
and he looks like
Yeah,
and he's
he's in
like
Godzilla
shooting that
movie.
stuff out of his arm.
Yeah, I remember seeing him in the.
So are they going to bring like Godzilla's kid? Is that going to happen? Remember Godzilla's little
I don't
kid?
know.
Oh, the
Yeah.
little baby.
I hope so. That's for
I
fun.
loved it.
Evidently, you guys haven't watched our Kong versus Godzilla video, which it seems like nobody has because either YouTube is keeping it down or whatever. It's like one of our worst watched videos in a long
I didn't
time.
get a notification.
Exactly. It
Yeah,
appears
I
to
didn't
have
get
happened that way
anything.
because
So what was in the video? You talk about like Godzilla?
Toho hasn't, as far as public knowledge goes, they have not done any deals past Godzilla versus Kong.
Oh
So
yeah,
at
no, I
this
saw
moment
that. I
in
remember
time,
saying that. Yeah.
yeah. So at this moment in time, there is no MonsterVerse going forward, just Kongverse, until they make some kind of deal. Now, after the success of Godzilla versus Kong,
Yeah.
Toho would be folly not to make some kind of deal going forward.
Yeah,
I
they're
gotta
also
imagine they're
great.
making
That's all. They're
tons
gonna
of
Wait,
money.
wait,
Yeah.
wait. Wait,
Sorry?
Tom, did you say Kongverse? Because I'm all about Kong. I
Well,
never
that's the
heard
thing
about
is,
it.
Kong is technically public domain, and so Legendary can keep making Kong, Hollow Earth movies until the end of time, and nobody can stop them.
Yay!
They don't. It just won't
Kong.
have
We
any
can
of
make
the.
Kong movies. If it's like, so we can.
Yeah, so we
if it's public
could,
domain. I can make a Kong movie.
The only
Yes.
thing that isn't public domain, I think, is the actual story of King Kong. Like, they take him to New York and he climbs. That still might not be.
You'll
public
have to
domain
write
yet.
a new story for it, but
But
you
if-
could use.
It's probably
Yeah.
the Peter Jackson movie renewed the copyright on that.
It
story.
could have. It was because there was. Well, it all stems back. Like there was some deal that happened back in the day with the rights issue, like the copyright on the character lapse, but the story itself is still in copyright. And then in the 70s, Universal tried suing Paramount. And then it also came to do with Universal was trying to sue everybody, claiming they own the rights to King Kong. And then when they tried suing Nintendo over Donkey Kong, they found out that King Kong was in the public domain. So then Universal ended up having to pay of all of like Nintendo's fucking
my
legal
God.
fees and shit like that.
That's
It was this whole big thing that happened
good.
back in the day because Universal was supposed to release a movie a year after the Paramount movie just called Kong, and it never happened. Yeah, so like, yeah, it was one of those long gestation things that, like, yeah, and for years Universal claimed they own the rights to it when they actually didn't.
That happens more than you know. I mean, the legal rights issues often, like the lawyers in like, they have no idea what they actually own. One of the worst moments in my career was I had the first time I'd actually ever sold a movie in the room. Like, you go through the whole process of pitching, and then you wait weeks to hear. First time I ever sat down with a studio head and I pitched him the movie based on a property they owned, and he's like, "Yeah, that's it. That's the take. We're doing that." I was like, "Oh my God, I sold it in the room." And my agent's really excited because I ask a lot of money, right? And then 48 hours later, I get a call from my agent saying, the studio just did a check. They lost the right a week ago. They forgot to file this paper a week ago. Wait. So a week ago, I pitched this 2 days ago, and they can't do it now because now the guy who has the rights is like, "Yeah, I want $50 million if you want the rights now." And so it's like, whatever.
Oh my God.
Oh, that sucks.
That's one of those moments like, "Oh, I'm rich and famous." Oh, there it goes again.
Is it my turn?
I believe. I don't know. I think it is. I think it is Nina. Adam Wofford for $5. Oh wait, no.
No, 16-bit mascot. Okay. 16-bit mascot. Thank you so much for the $5. Says, hey, does Mandy have a book out? Can't wait to get the Pirate Queen book. Lots of booty.
How's Hardcore Pornosaur coming along?
It's a coming. That sounded so wrong. That sounded so wrong. Phrasing. No, it's going well. It is going well. And Pirate Queen we're getting really, really close to fulfillment. And my artist Clint is finishing up the last bit of original arts and sketch cards and all of that good stuff. And then, you guys are going to print on that one. And then, be on the lookout for Hardcore Pornosaur. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Excellent.
That's a thing. That's a
thing. That happened.
Can I buy the movie rights for a donut, please?
A donut?
Yes.
Is it going to have like a soundtrack that's called Hardcore Pornosaur?
Well, the fuck yes.
Oh my God. Okay, great.
Mom can't wait to record that one.
We are working on that.
Let's see. Mandy, I think you have Trace XL.
Okay. Trace XL for $5. Thank you again, Love Bug. You want to survive in NNA? Watch and learn from the guy on YouTube that built an entire shelter from trees, mud, and leaves using a sharp rock to start. Holy crap.
Ooh,
wow.
That's a manly man.
That is a manly man. That is.
Right up my alley. I love testosterone. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm awake now. Okay.
Very toxic. Very toxic. So we have Dash Desi for another $5 Canadian. Thank you. Sorry, it was a Baby Ruth gag from Caddyshack via the vacuum toilet. I sure buggered that joke up.
No.
Oh my God, I love Caddyshack.
Oh, Baby
no
Ruth.
Big deal.
Oh. That's a classic movie. Oh my gosh. Rodney Dangerfield kills me.
He is the best.
Oh, man.
Mrs. Dadman walking again. Thank you so much for $5. Says I never got into the Mortal Kombat movies. Just went for hubby on its own. I don't think it was that great. See, that's the thing that a lot that's what a lot of people said to that haven't been into the video game.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say this. It wasn't made for you. It was made for people who were into the video games.
It really was. It really was. Unless you had, knowledge of the Mortal Kombat video game and played it and, knew all the characters. The movie wouldn't really appeal to you. For example, you wouldn't wonder why it was so funny when Kano destroyed that reptilian character and pulled his card out. He says Kano wins.
Yeah, Kano wins.
Exactly. Yeah. If you saw the video game, you know why that's funny because
and also,
do they have a moment where they go finish him? Do they have that finish him moment?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Okay,
finish him. Flawless victory.
Y'all never answer. Do they go toasty? Do they do the toasty?
No.
I love when they do that.
Or when Jax has the arms ripped off, right? And then he they give him the new arms, but it's these tiny little arms. And he's like, what the hell am I supposed to do with this?
Toy arms.
He's like punching that thing, and it's like nothing is happening, and I was like, I'm laughing so hard.
It was, God, yeah.
It was good. I don't know. See, those are the things that if you played the video games, you would have probably associated, cared about it more.
But if you aren't in the video games, the story wasn't really structured for you to really invest. Like the opening scene, because I'm a big Scorpion fan. That's why I got immediately invested, because we didn't see Scorpion's origin story before, or any of the exposition of the rivalry between him and Sub-Zero. All you knew is that they were slaves to Shang Tsung. That was all that you knew in the first movie. So you're watching the video games, you play the video games and all of that, you're invested from the beginning in that. But if you're not playing the video games, it's not enough to make you invested. I'd be bored, frankly.
Yeah, I would be bored too. I'd be like, who the fuck are these people? Like, why do I care about this?
Well, hopefully you got Mr. Dadman walking to get you some nachos and some popcorn and all the good food. So at least you had some yummies.
Hey, and also now he owes you a chick flick. So
he does. He does.
Yeah. So there you
Cash
go.
it in.
Can I add into this how absolutely delighted I am that theaters are coming back with a roar?
Yeah.
I'm so happy because part of it is also like all of my Hollywood colleagues were like, let's finish. It's all streaming. I'm like, no, man, theaters will come back because they're all virtue signaling. I'm never going to go back inside of any kind of environment for the rest of my life because I fear death, right? And
well, what about vaccines? Aren't they all getting vaccinated? I don't understand.
Well, not just that. You've already got guys like Bill Maher who are finally coming out and calling the bullshit in the media and the scare tactics that they've been using for the last year and a half to keep us indoors.
Yeah.
When there's a lot more to it and a lot less lethal than they were trying to say. They're
doing the LeVar Burton thing of they're all trying to figure out where everybody else is. So I was like a screenwriting group that I'm part of. What we used to get together regularly at this really nice restaurant in near Universal Studios, and we haven't done that in a year. And so we started talking on our little board. Hey guys, maybe want to start doing it again? And everyone's like terrified to say yes because they're all like, so is everyone vaccinated? Is everyone,
oh my God.
And one person spoke up, well, maybe we should do it by Zoom. And they all got scared again. And then I became the aggressive person that said, well, if anyone wants to join in from Zoom, I'll bring my laptop, but I would like to sit down with people. Right. And I did not answer my pharmaceutical situation because I think that's private, but it's become the big thing where everyone has to post that as like a virtual thing, right? And would you also like to know about my last, prostate exam too? I mean, just like, some things, why don't you just keep it to yourself? But everyone's like, I don't need to answer this question about my status. I mean, I'm just going to come to this dinner and that's it. You don't need to know.
No, that's inappropriate. Jesus.
That's incredibly inappropriate. Yeah.
So Mandy, you're at Dark King.
Oh, okay. Dark King for 2 Australian. Thank you so much. What critter is Elmendira holding prisoner now? I don't know my critters love me. I'm all by my lonesome tonight. Not a critter in sight, y'all. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. Not a one. That's it. They're making me more determined to go and buy that puppy because I need something to love.
Yeah, you need to get a proper pet, Mandy.
I do. Not a possum.
A possum is a proper pet.
No, it's not. Yes. Get a cat or a dog, girl. Come on now.
I got cats.
A ferret kind of cool.
Or a ferret.
Ferret's cool.
Yeah, ferrets are cute.
Like there was always the dude in college who had the ferret to get the chicks' attentions. There was always that guy.
Right?
Yeah.
I was just going to say, I hate to say this and remind everybody, but Mandy is the one who used to have a pet deer with a fucking diaper.
I did.
So a problem is kind of normal.
What?
It was
I've heard a lot of things in my life, but pet deer with a diaper is not one of them.
It was a baby. Okay, so a friend of mine went hunting and killed the mom or the dad or something.
You killed Bambi's mom.
No. But they found I didn't do it. I wasn't even there. But they found the babies. Okay. And I took the baby and I bottle fed it and I got it, and I had to keep it in the house because I didn't want it to get hurt outside. It's a freaking deer. I had to put a diaper on it and cut a little hole for his little tail to stick out. And then, but then he got bigger, and I had to get rid of him because he kept hooving people in the balls. Go running down the hallway and jump up on the bed and like to get love. But those hooves were vicious.
Oh my God.
So this is going to require like one of those documentaries where 5 years later you go to in the wilderness and find that fawn, and it comes running up to you and you embrace it like they do with the lions, like the weirdos embrace lions in their house. The government makes them put the lion back in the jungle. And they go and the lion jumps and embraces them 5 years later. You got to do that with your fawn.
I shall try.
You know, they come back, Mandy, especially to like the places that they recognize. Because I used to live in a place where they had like the herd would always come back every year. They would come back and they'd be grown up like each year. So it might come back one of these days.
Oh, I would love that. I would love him forever. I already do, though.
Oh my
God. What if it's still wearing the diaper? What do you do?
Huh?
What if it's still wearing the diaper?
Oh God, that would be impressive. That's one hell of a diaper to hold that long.
Oh my God. Valiant Renegade for $2. Thank you so much. Says Matt G been quiet. So I'm throwing in $2 super chat for him. Yeah, Matt G has been quiet tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt G, are you there? Is he there?
I don't know.
I haven't seen him in the chat.
Hope he's okay.
Hope he's all right.
Okay, Mandy, Mr. Tickle Trunks.
Mr. Tickle Truck for 10 Canadian. Thank you so much. Survivor Man, aka Lee Stroud. Is it Les or Lee? Les Stroud is the OG Survivor guy. He didn't do wacky things that the network wanted, so they made their own show with Bear Grylls after. Stroud is a cinematographer. His shows are great. Really, I'm gonna check him out.
And he did like a special Bigfoot series where he went out alone looking for Bigfoot. It's actually quite compelling. Very interesting.
Is that the one on Hulu? Is that the one on Hulu? Because I heard there's a new Bigfoot documentary on.
No, that's Sasquatch, right? That's like a.
Yes.
No, I'm talking about dude just goes out there, Survivor dude, looking for Bigfoot, and he had some strange experiences.
Ooh, I'm gonna watch that new one though. That Sasquatch documentary looks dope. Yeah. Matt G, by the way, is in the chat. He just put a whole row of unicorns, so he's good.
Oh, thank you, Matt. You're here. Let's see. So we have Fo Chung Esquire for $1.99. That name is hilarious.
I know.
Check out Survival Lily on YouTube.
Survival
Lily. Okay. All right. Put that down.
Will do.
Okay, Nina, you're up.
Lugnuts 6 for $5. Thank you so much. Just puts a whole bunch of unicorn emojis and heart emojis. Thank you so much. Yay. Thank you. I love unicorns.
Thank you. Okay, Mandy, you're next.
Wolverine 626 for $10. Wow, thank you so much. Mortal Kombat 2021 has one major issue for me, and that's the main character. Not the actor, but the character. Why create an original character when you have Liu Kang annoying?
Yeah, that did annoy me.
And that guy had zero charisma. I was like, not into
I understand part of it is so they can introduce, at least this is my opinion, is introduce the audience into the world through this character. And it also kind of brings a lineage to Scorpion. Yeah. I think the mistakes were mainly made in the third act without getting into spoilers. So yeah, like that to me felt like the biggest missed opportunity. But outside of that, to me, I felt like it was more the acting than the writing itself.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. Because it just I wasn't feeling this dude.
I wasn't feeling that dude at all either.
He just did not have, to me, the acting chops to carry a leading role, like that. And every scene that he was in, even the scene with his wife, that still showed him up. Like he's not, his acting chops aren't that very good. So that turn, it's like every time he would come on screen, it would literally turn me off, which is sad because he had a nice looking body. He's a good looking guy.
Yeah, he was a good looking guy. It's just he had zero charisma. I was like, what is happening? Like, why don't I care about him?
I was just kind of like, just stand over there and look cute. I don't.
Yeah.
You see, you can't win. Tom, you're listening. You can't win. You can have a beautiful body, and these women will still only have charisma. You got the charisma. Oh, I don't like his butt. You can't win. You can't win. He's always seeking ideal perfection.
I learned that in high school, man.
He just had like a personality of a dish rag.
I'm over here thinking, dude must have done really well on the casting couch.
Me being able to do toxic femininity.
I'm looking at it different.
Me being able to do toxic femininity is no new talent. Like I used to hang out with the ladies and listen to them just chit chat about shit back in the day. I learned early on that you're right. There is no winning, no matter what guy they're talking about. They'll say, we love this. So-and-so has a cute butt. So-and-so has a great body. So-and-so has a cute face. But, and then there's always a but after that.
Ingrown hair.
There's always something they add to it that's a problem. Yeah. So-and-so's an alcoholic.
For us dudes, it's like,
is she pretty?
All right, we're good to go.
Yeah, he sounds like a girl.
We're good to go. That's fine.
Oh,
we're good to go.
I got to save that story for a good day.
Alcoholism usually is a problem, though. Like, my God.
It probably is. I'm just saying.
Oh gosh, let's see. Where are we?
We are on Caesar.
We are on. Hang on one second. We are.
Yeah.
Let's see. Mine just jumped on me here.
I hate when it does that.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Cesario GPN for $5. Thank you so much. Lorena, the Gina Carano gun clip was at Tarrant Tactical in Simi Valley, and the gun she was firing was a 6-hour MPX.
Ooh.
Okay. Their range is not public. Okay. Okay, cool.
What does that mean if their range is not public? Like only celebrities go?
No, you have to have a membership.
Yeah, to go. So it's not
like at mine.
Yeah.
At mine, you have to pay for the membership, but you also have to go and volunteer.
Oh.
Like once a month or maybe once every 2 months. I never end up doing it. I'll send my other half to go do that. But you come in and you volunteer and you help clean up, just do whatever they need done. But yeah, it's private. Yeah.
So here's Hollywood hypocrisy story number 125. So last year, in the midst of when I mentioned all the crazy stuff that was happening, right? A lot of people I know were privately getting guns, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. But you can't admit to publicly getting guns because the official stance is we don't need a Second Amendment. That's only for these crazy crackers, right? So one showrunner guy who's a powerful showrunner on like a big show made the mistake of taking a photo of himself. Like when rioters were coming to his neighborhood, he took a photo of himself. He's like, well, they're not going to come to my house with his gun. Fired, done, everyone in town. Oh. What a crazy right-wing nut. I'm like, but you all have weapons you just don't want to admit to, right? This guy actually put it on Instagram, and so he's done, right? And he was done.
Oh my gosh.
And Nina, that right there should let you see how freaking terrified these people must be that something as simple as that, that's just, make an Instagram tweet. Well, now you don't have a job.
My wife and kids.
Saying I'm going to protect my family. And now it's ridiculous. It's insane.
He's done.
He's canceled.
Yeah.
It's nuts because LA was such a freaking dangerous place. That's the first place that made me say, you know what? I need to be freaking on.
Girl, Lorena, did you see that video of not Ventura Boulevard? The beach, Venice Beach. Venice Beach. Oh my God. Did you see that video with all the bombs and they're always fighting each other and everything? Like that place is gone.
It is much worse than it used to be. It used to be, you got a couple homeless people, couple crazy folks, That's kind of how it is.
But Venice was very clear. It was It was great during the day. The moment the sun set, you got to get the hell out of there.
Get the hell out.
Then the vampires come out. But now it's like the day it's dangerous.
The day is dangerous now.
Like
it looks insane
over
over there. I was like, what is happening? That video made me really sad because I used to go for walks there all the time, and it was like the most beautiful place. And it's just now it's like a freaking, oh my God. It looks like a comic book story, like where all the villains go to like, where like Batman goes to like rescue people. Like, you know,
it's like a hot, nobody blinked.
It's national.
Crazy.
Oh my God.
Nina, we're at 200 watt studio.
200 watt studios for $5. Thank you so much. Says Gunn is a coward and is a frightened man. Says whatever he can to stay in Disney's good graces. A man that used to be canceled for his pedo tweets. Yeah, I remember when that happened. I can't believe that the dude is now like participating and.
Well, let's be real. First of all, let's be careful. And I already discussed this with 200 watt studios and stuff like that. Like, we got to be careful what accusations we throw around about somebody because, you know, they were just jokes in the end. And that's the stupid part about it is he was never actually canceled. And that was what we ended up having in the conversation or coming to the point was, it was a long, convoluted traveling kind of circus to get back to where he was. Right. But the people that were affected most by it weren't Gunn or Disney. It was the MCU because James Gunn jumped right from Disney to working for DC. And then it wasn't that long after that happened and that they're like, no, we're going to bring you back. And that was because Alan Horn fired him without talking to Bob Iger or to Kevin Feige.
Okay. And as you see, Disney seems to have a culture of people jumping the gum on fire things.
James Gunn aside, he's the last person who should be talking about this shit.
Yeah.
That's point.
And that's what cracks me up. He should not be. He shouldn't be.
Like these are the people that I'm like, why don't you just be quiet? Like, don't say anything because it happened to you.
Because some of these people cannot freaking help themselves, and some of them are oblivious to think, this isn't going to happen to me. They're not going to cancel me.
There's a hubris that comes with a certain level of power, and I won't reveal the name of this person because I'm already on his shit list because I confronted him, right? But it doesn't matter. But it's one of the biggest showrunners in Hollywood. During the last couple of years, the Writers Guild forced us to fire our agents over a dispute that they were having about how packaging works, right? I didn't want to do it. I fired my agent. I lost my agents. I ended up going to another agency. It was something I resented because I didn't think that was a strategy to handle it. That aside, right? What I resented most at the time, because I went along with it, was the most powerful showrunners weren't doing it. They were telling us to fire our agents, but they weren't doing it because this guy, he's a showrunner of one of the biggest shows on HBO, and I'll leave it at that. And he was out there on Twitter all the time talking about scabs who aren't firing their agents. We got to do this. We got to unite again. And I tweeted him. I was like, hey, man, I hear you're still at William Morris because he had never left, right? He was like, he still kept him as a writer-director. Right?
Oh my God.
He was announcing all these new writing, huge projects and shows he was selling that were obviously being negotiated by William Morris. And I had been at William Morris a while. So I was like, hey, so when I tweeted, I'm a nobody writer compared to this guy, and he has literally a couple of million followers and thousands of people just kissing his ass. And I simply tweeted, I was like, hey, I heard you're still at William Morris. He retweeted me and started mocking me, saying, who is this nobody writer who doesn't know what it means to be a director? I hit a nerve, right? So all these clowns, like you're talking about, they feel they're protected. That's why they talk until somebody points out, hey, man, you're a hypocrite. And then they freak out because they know they're hypocrites, but they expect to be protected by the system, so no one says anything.
Let's see, Mandy, are you up next with Trace XL?
Trace XL for $5. Thank you so much, Trace. The Star Trek TNG cast disappoints me so much with how woke and foolish they are these days. I can't think of one of them who isn't a pod person now. Freaking pod people. I swear.
Shatner isn't.
Shatner's
cool.
Shatner's cool. I
Shatner's
great.
Technically, he's not a TNG character, so it's not.
He's
still a founder of Star. I mean, he's
Star Trek.
He's the face of Star Trek.
For somebody like me that doesn't know that much about Star Trek and like the different ones, William Shatner Star Trek. I mean,
Yeah.
that William Shatner's
and Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah.
Of course.
But for TNG,
but the TNG crew, man.
They're crazy.
You know, all those guys, like, you know, William, Jonathan Frakes, like freaking the dude, the little Will Wheaton.
He was the first one.
Little Wheaton.
Shut up, Wesley.
Oh my God. They're all cracker now, like freaking Cracker Jack.
I will say is Jonathan Frakes the one with the leg?
He's the guy with the beard. But
is he the one that flipped that always gets in his chair like that way? Like he doesn't sit down.
Okay. That's him.
Okay.
That's
he's
him.
the cool guy.
He's so cool.
Lorena, you and I have talked about the Deep Space Nine people are cool. The Deep Space Nine people are generally cool.
They are
for the most part, yes.
Cool. That's a group of people where it's like I've interacted with pretty much most of the actors on that show, and they were pretty level-headed. You know, some of them, they have their political views, but they're not
in your face about
they're
it.
not in their face, and they're not diarrhea of the mouth. You know,
that's because they were put together by my old boss Ira Bear, who created Deep Space Nine, right? And he's such a classy guy. He's a standard Hollywood Bronx liberal guy, but he's a classy old school guy who doesn't demean himself like this, and he put that crew together, so they reflect him.
Yeah, and
that's awesome. I love DS9.
Me too. Let's see, Mr. Tickle Trunks for $2 Canadian. Thank you. I approve of torches and pitchforks, LeVar Burton.
That's basically what he's saying. That's basically what he's saying.
Unless it's on people he approves of. That's that's the subject.
How did Lorena turn into Tom?
You're Tom right now.
Did we lose Lorena? She might have dumped.
No.
How the heck did I turn it? How did I turn it on? That's weird.
Because you're logged into
because you know, identity is very.
Because you never changed your avatar.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say I didn't.
Oh my God, that looks so funny.
Hang on.
That was
wait a minute.
She has a right to identify as Tom if she wants.
I was sneaking around to do that.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Okay, Servant of God 777. Thank you so much for the $5. Says, can people like LeVar shut the front door already, or does he not get the people he backs are losing now for canceling others? Oops. Yeah, exactly. It's like, dude, pump the brakes on your.
Nobody in Hollywood thinks there's anything. Everyone in Hollywood thinks they've won the culture war, and now all that's left is to sweep up all those dumb Trump voters, right, and clean out the mess.
Do they really think that, Comrade, when they come when the the Oscar statistics drop today and it's like the lowest ever? Like, do they really think that they're actually still on top of their game?
It's because. You know, you'll see the standard excuse that everyone's going to repeat in the Deadline article today about it, which is that it was all because of COVID, right? It's like, how is COVID preventing people from turning on and watching the show? It's like, no, a lot of these movies were obviously released on streaming, so that's even. I mean, they were released. People didn't want to watch those movies because they weren't interested in those movies. They wouldn't have been interested in those movies 4 years ago. It just wasn't what they wanted. And so, no, that's the official stance is, this is there's always, the trades will give you the official narrative that you have to repeat, and then you repeat it. And you convince yourself of its truth.
It's nuts. Let's see. Lord Trennan is up. I think is that Mandy? Yeah, Mandy.
Oh, it's me. Okay. Lord Trennan for $10. Thank you so much. I so hate it when people say it's not cancellation, it's consequences. Or freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of consequences. I get so angry but can't find the words to make them understand. I think the words you're looking for is piss off. That's what you should tell them. That's exactly what you should tell all of them.
Bless your heart.
It's just these people are trying to gaslight and flip the script.
Yeah,
that's all they're trying to do, and it's like, just go away. Just like Mandy said.
But again, it's all about, if their side gets canceled, then it's the ultimate outrage and injustice in the Nazi.
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. These are the most can dish it out but can't take it people I've ever met in my life. I didn't even know people like that. It reminds me of like a 3-year-old fighting with another 3-year-old, and it's just like,
well, it's
what
just
are y'all doing? It's ridiculous.
It's just like when what was his name? That fat bastard that was that did the blackface, and
you got to narrow it down.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Okay.
Jimmy Kimmel, when he was trying to when he did blackface, and they were trying to cancel him.
Prime Minister. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He tried to cancel him, and I was making fun of him because I was like, obviously, like, you know, I hate that guy, and he's such a tool. So when they were trying to cancel him,
that guy.
He always has been that guy. Super sexist, the Man Show, like all that stuff, right? And then they try to cancel him. But then when that happened and I said that, all these people jumped on me like on Twitter because they were like, oh, you're anti-cancel culture, but you're trying to cancel Jimmy Kimmel. I'm like, Jimmy Kimmel's not getting canceled because he's part of the program. Like, he's not getting canceled. He's still going to have the show.
Yeah,
nothing's going to happen.
Look, blackface is okay.
He's got so many anti-Trump points, you guys. He'll be
fine. Exactly.
Here's the thing. Blackface is okay when they do it. Why do you think the governor of Virginia still has his freaking job?
Yeah, same with Justin Trudeau in Canada. He still has a job.
It's like, I don't want them fired. I want them to stay in office as the perfect freaking bad example, an example of hypocrisy. You won't call that out, but you'll be quick to call somebody else racist, right? Exactly. Yeah, okay. We see how that game is played. Let's see. 200-watt studio for $5. Thank you so very much. Could it be that all these TNG actors are bitter and jealous because Brad Pitt is a working actor and doesn't have to do conventions for a living? I think they're probably just bitter and jealous because time has passed and they haven't found something productive, to do with their lives. Because I know actors who go to conventions and they love being at conventions because they love interacting, with the fans. That's just something that they like to do. And I just think for some of these actors, they haven't found something else to do with themselves outside of when the show ends, and they're not satisfied with the love that they get from the fans, which I think is,
well, and
sad.
I also think that like most actors that live in Hollywood, like for a long time, like Kamran says, is like when you live in a certain space and you get this energy output all the time, this like weird woke, like when you live in that like all the time, it's like it's gonna affect you, it's gonna affect your personality, it's gonna affect who you are. So like most of these people are like, they're in it all the time and they're hearing some of them really do believe what they say. I actually think LeVar Burton believes what he says. I don't think he's just saying it because he wants to stay relevant. I think he
same with Marina Sirtis. She's
they believe that, and you're right about that. Even for that short amount of time that I lived in Hollywood or Hollyweird, you would see it all the time. It's just I try to explain it to people. It's this weird kind of, it's like the freaking Matrix. So when I finally got out of it,
you're like, holy shit.
Like Cameron, when you finally got out there to go to the East Coast for like a visit, did it feel really weird? Like being
I was in Florida. I was telling Rena, about 3 weeks ago, I took my first trip in 1 year on a plane, and I used to fly like 7 times a year. And I took my first trip and I flew to a Daytona Beach just to escape LA. Yay! And I was able to enter restaurants and not have to put a mask on. LA.
Freedom? You mean true freedom?
Enter the restaurant with a mask on, sit down, take the mask off. It's a shuffle. I just did that this afternoon, right? The little shuffle, right? And so I didn't do that little shuffle. And I mean, there were some masked people, whatever, but no one was hassling anybody. I didn't feel like the Gestapo was out there.
Oh, and nobody was dropping dead in the streets, Kamran? Like, you didn't see the plague? No?
Florida don't give a damn.
Whatever. Whatever. It is what it is. But part of what's actually happening with these events that have happened is that Hollywood has become even more of a physical bubble. They literally are not even leaving the city much, and they're not even leaving their homes, and so they don't know what's going on. There's no sense of reality anymore. In a normally delusional world, but you would go out and you would experience the world. These people aren't going anywhere.
Right.
I'm not talking about like Brad Pitt, he's on his private plane. I'm talking about the average writer guy in Hollywood that I
deal with. The basement dwelling freak.
Well, a lot of writers are basement dwelling freaks. I mean,
that's true.
Right.
Let's see. We have one more super chat before we go.
And then I have to hop in a minute. I gotta actually go grab some dinner. So, so what's the last super chat?
Okay, so
I think we had one or two here that were addressed to you. So
that's on the camera. Okay, do those.
Let's see if we can find. I think there was. Make sure. I don't know where you guys were at necessarily.
I saw one that was commenting about sort of my opinions on what's happening in Lucasfilm and supporting them. I saw that flash by, and then some.
Yeah, I thought there was one asking a question though, but I just wanted to double check.
There's Sean the Movie Man 71 says, Kamran, what are your thoughts on the Oscars horrendous ratings this year? Also, any updates on that Esther TV show you talked about? It sounds awesome, and that was for $5. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks for sending $5. My thoughts are that I'm surprised it was even lower. They got under 10 million. I'm surprised it wasn't under 5. Right?
They outdid themselves
because nobody saw any of those movies. I mean, nobody saw any of those movies. Most of my Hollywood friends haven't seen any of those movies. They just keep talking about them. I mean, nobody saw Nomadland, but they're all praising it. But I'm like, hey, so tell me about that scene. It's like, and then they start changing the topic because they actually watched the movie. So whatever. So it is what it is. It'll be worse next year. But somebody made a point on one of these like trades comment boards that's actually true. They're not going to go away. Right? You're thinking, okay, the ratings are falling, the Oscars are going to go away. They're not going to go away because it's not about the audience. This is a trade show. This is like a Las Vegas hanging out trade show. It's for the industry to kiss each other's butts, right?
Yeah.
You didn't watch the earliest Oscars weren't to my knowledge, they weren't broadcast, right? And they were just people coming and kiss each other's butts, in the ballroom. And that's always going to be there, and it's never going to go away. It'll be interesting to see how the cult, the movies they select change, because right now they're on this sort of hyper woke fake diversity push. I'm delighted to see good movies from Korea and other places getting attention, right? I'm delighted with that. But I'll be honest, a lot of people are voting for them without having seen the film just because they got to be diverse, right? And so
that's nothing new.
Yeah, so whatever. They've always been political, but I don't know that they're going to get people to watch these movies, which I think isn't fair to the filmmaker, right? I think people actually should be serious about it. They're not serious about it. But a lot of the power players in the industry are beginning to collapse. So you have Scott Rudin, who's one of the biggest power players after Weinstein, and he's out. And so a lot of these people are the ones that decided the movies. And so I think we're entering into no man's land, if I may, no man's land.
You may be more right than you think, but
yeah.
I don't think anybody knows what kind of movies are going to be selected because
you know what though, Kamran? Like I saw a couple of scenes from that Nomadland movie, and I swear to God, Frances McDermott is playing the same person again, and they're like just giving her awards over and over again for playing the same character, and I'm like, is she ever going to play something different? Like,
it's all I'll say is that once you're in the club rewards the club. And so, with no disrespect to her as an actress, all I'm going to say is that the club, you're in a club, and basically Hollywood is a club kissing.
And she's a major feminist member. So
I was going to say, speaking of the club, Dark King has the last super chat we're going to get for Cameron in here real quick. He wants to know who runs the Ministry of Truth in Hollywood.
I don't think there's one person. There's no one power. Yeah, I mean, it's just a competing bunch of powerful scumbags, right? And the thing is, they're now with the big T out of the office right now, they're all turning on each other. That's what the Scott Rudin thing's all about, right? He was one of the people that controlled the town, right? Weinstein, and once Rudin's out, they're going to find blood for. That's the actual effect of the political change in the United States. They don't have that guy to focus on, so they're going to turn on each other. So I'm actually going to watch. We're going to watch a bloodletting of some of the most powerful people in Hollywood in the next year. This is
they eat their own, man. This is going to be crazy.
And they all know they're scumbags. They all knew who Rudin was. They all knew who Weinstein. I knew who Weinstein was 20 years ago. I knew who Rudin was. But now, now they're all sending their apology letters on the trades. And, they're. I was humiliated by Rudin in this. I was like, but you're working on 7 more movies, so whatever. So,
also, Koftron for $2 says, Kamran wanted to say that you're a cool Sufi. Smiley face.
Well, that's a good way to go out.
There's a good way to go. Thank you again, Cameron, for your time.
Thanks.
Bye. We'll see y'all soon.
Take care.
Bye.
Let's see, Nina, do you want to get Diego Flores?
Okay, let me scroll back up because okay, hold on.
10:38.
If you already have it, go ahead and grab it. But if not,
okay. Is it?
You got it?
I think I got it.
Got it?
Diego Flores for $5. It says, when WoW is more diverse than real life, especially classic WoW, Comrade for president.
Right? And it is.
Yeah.
It is more diverse. It is. Yeah.
Without knocking you in the head about diversity. So, folks, we're going to get to our, it looks like it'll be our last article of the night. And from Bounding into Comics, they're talking about the Mortal Kombat audience scores. So, to let people know, I've seen the movie both in the theaters and on HBO Max. And Nina, did you see it in the theaters?
I saw it on HBO Max, but I'm going to see it in the theater as well.
Okay. And Mandy hasn't seen it yet.
As Joel, I
saw it.
It's what? Sorry, Tom.
What?
What did he say?
I saw it.
All robotic.
You saw it. Okay.
He saw it. He saw it.
You saw
I
it.
saw it.
He seen it. God, that's my country.
I seen it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry. Every time I see Raiden, I keep thinking I'm going to see Christopher Lambert, but that's just me from the 90s.
Okay, last time I'm gonna bop in here. Like, I liked the movie. I gave it like a 7 out of 10. And again, I hold the original. It has a very special place in my heart. Saw it 2 times opening day and seen it a million times since then. But I'm one of the realists. The movie hasn't really held up over the years. I had a lot of fun with this movie. They are 2 completely different animals because the 95 movie is a PG-13 movie that was made by committee after they only had 2 games out. Mm-hmm. This movie has a lot more to draw from. Mm-hmm. It was made on $55 million budget. Now, my cast was probably the biggest issue with the movie. The second part was probably just some of the story. But overall, I had a lot of fucking fun. So that being said, it was not woke. That was the other great bit about it.
That's what I loved about it. It's not woke.
I was freaking out that was going to happen, especially with Sonya Blade's character.
Me too, girl.
I was freaking out. I was like, okay, this could go really
if
bad.
Anything, the 95 version of Sonya is more woke than this.
I would agree.
It's true.
I would agree.
True.
I would agree because
but I totally thought if they were gonna go black with her or something. I was like, if they race swapped Sonya, I'm gonna be like, I'm out. And then they didn't. She was white and blonde.
It's like that. I really wouldn't have liked if they would have done that, but honestly, I would have been more worried if they would have race swapped Liu Kang.
Oh, that's true.
And race swapped Sonya Blade. They could have even race swapped Jackson. I would have been okay with that. Mm-hmm. But Liu Kang's ancestry is just too integral. Can't just wipe that one out. But this particular movie, I liked it in isolation. I loved Mortal Kombat. I played that game like crazy. I loved the fatalities. Loved it. This film, I took it in isolation. It was a good popcorn flick. I gave it, probably like about a 6.5 to a 7. The story started out differently. The 1995 movie, that was more about, Liu Kang getting revenge. That was like it from the gate. This one was more about finding out about the backstory or origin story of one of the most popular characters in the Mortal Kombat franchise, and that is Scorpion. Yes, Scorpion, where in the 1995 movie, he pulled his mask off to reveal a skull, and he started breathing freaking fire. That Scorpion. Okay, that guy. So I really like that.
Badass in this movie, man. I was like, yeah.
He was so badass. And the 7 and I talk about the first 7 minutes, and this is actually going to get into later on in the article here, because what they're actually saying is that this movie actually got higher ratings from women, slightly higher ratings from women than from men. And I thought that was kind of interesting because the way that Scorpion's origin story starts out, and again, the first 7 minutes are out there on HBO. You can see it. It's not, not an issue. They start out, you just see this family. You don't know anything about who they are. You just see that there's a family. Obviously, the father in feudal Japan, I think like 17th century, so like 17th century feudal Japan. You just see a farming couple that look like they're in love. He tells his wife, I'm so blessed that you're in my life. You know, if they hear the baby crying, the brother's like, I need to go check on my sister. He's like, yeah, go check on your sister. And they're just farming. You just see it's just like this beautiful, bucolic, oh, it's a lovely family scene. But if you're a Mortal Kombat fan, as soon as he said, you know, I'm blessed to have you in my life, it's like, oh, yeah, she's freaking dead.
Oh, she's so dead.
Freaking dead. She's so dead.
The second that he was like, oh, I'm going to go get more water or whatever, I was like, oh, she dead.
Oh, yeah.
She gone. It's over.
She's completely dead. And further on in the scene, when, you know, Bihan, aka Sub-Zero, confronts his wife, his son, well, Scorpion's son, defends his mother. As small as he is, that's the first thing he thinks to do, is to defend his mother after they've hidden his sister. And with that going on, and then, you know, you hear, then all the screaming starts and all that. You know, Scorpion drops all of his stuff. He goes running and he sees his wife and his son in ice. And his wife like dead, like a spear.
And you know what though, like as violent as the movie was, it wasn't like overtly graphic to like show it actually happen, which I thought was really nicely done, because he basically returns to see her just covered in ice, and it looks really weird, and you're like, oh, that looked painful, you know, but you don't see the kid and the woman get like totally messed up. Which I liked.
You see like the aftermath of what happened, and I like that. And it was a very emotionally evoking scene. And when he gets angry because you feel it's like he wasn't there to defend his family, a man defending his family, that's something. Granted, I'll speak for just me. That's something that appeals to me as a moviegoer. It does.
I do have some more updated numbers here that have a little bit more. So as you can see, it's still pretty much the same though, even though now we have, but very, very few women are actually voting on it. But I think that just goes to show you how many women actually probably use the IMDb.
Yeah, I was like, how do women even vote for this? Like, where do I vote? Do I have to have an IMDb? Like,
no, this is just IMDb. Yeah.
IMDb, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, again, but we got a little bit bigger a pool now to pull from.
Okay, sample. Yeah,
but it's still, you know, it's still pretty much the same. The numbers haven't changed all that much from what you've got here. They're pretty much the same for the most part. Variable here and there, but overall, I would say they're pretty close. So, yeah, as you can see here.
I still really like this movie. My favorite thing about it was that it wasn't woke. I was like, oh, like
and the numbers are kind of reflecting what people feel. It's like, you know, it's not fucking, you know, it's not Citizen Kane.
No,
it's Mortal Kombat.
I watched it right after I watched the last episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and I was like, this is the best thing I've seen in a long time. Like, it was such a palate cleanser for me. I was like, okay,
between that and Godzilla versus Kong, yes, I felt like I needed these two movies to really refresh me, because it was like, outside of watching classic films lately, I've been like, this sucks. Yep. We haven't had any good movies since earlier last year, outside of Fat Man was like the only one that kind of stuck out for me.
Fat Man was great
in the latter part of the year, but like so far this year, it's just been kind of meh movies since Wonder Woman 84. And then all of a sudden we got Godzilla versus Kong. I mean, and for those who like the Snyder Cut, which I enjoyed it, but I didn't feel the same kind of like, I did with Godzilla versus Kong. And
I didn't either. The Snyder Cut, I just felt like they made a movie that was not watchable. Actually, okay, I can actually watch this and not, you know, throw stuff
at the screen.
At the screen, you know, kind of watching it. Right, it's escapism.
Yeah, exactly, Sith Scorp. Yes, 100%. Exactly.
You can just sit there and watch it. And like I said, with Sonya Blade, I was glad that she had to freaking earn it. And then they kind of treated her like trash because she wasn't in the class. She wasn't
like, she didn't have the tattoo. That's the other thing that I really like too, Lorena. Like that the women in the show weren't like the bestest ever for like no reason. Like they had like, you know, they failed, and they, you know, there was things that were problems, and then they had to overcome it, and you know, it was fine. It was good. It was a good movie.
So Mandy, I know you like action movies.
I do. I'm a big fan of action movies. I just haven't had a chance to watch this one yet. And honestly, I was kind of waiting on the reviews to come in to see if it was even worth my time watching it. So I've been kind of sitting back waiting, letting you guys kind of be the guinea pig a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I'll come in and watch if y'all say it's good. So I've been doing that.
Are you gonna watch it now?
I am.
Yeah.
You ladies have convinced me that it is worth a watch. But no, it sounds good. I've always loved Mortal Kombat. I've played it, at the skating ring and the little arcade area when I was a kid all the time. And, I used to play my friends on, I can't remember what system it was now, but we used to all play. I love Mortal Kombat. So I'm glad they made a good movie out of it. It's exciting. Now they need to do a really, really good blood sport like a redo, but not woke it. Don't make it woke. Just make it awesome. Yeah. I love me some blood sport.
I will say I didn't like that Katana wasn't in this, but
Really?
No, she's not in it.
What did they keep the women the way they should look, or did they
for the most part? I mean,
for the most part,
the styles reminded me more of the latter games as far as like what they did, but they were very picky and choosy on what characters they used here. And I mean, I too, I'm like, at first I was like, kind of bummed out on certain things and certain ways certain characters went without getting too spoilery. But it was like the way they set it up, like, the way you girls were saying, like, the whole video game thing, it's not so much being a fan of the video game itself per se, but just video games in general, I feel like, because this movie really does seem to play with the idea of it being a video game almost. If that, without getting into spoilers, it'll make sense once you see it. Like it really does kind of like, it's all about kind of leveling up first of all, which, kind of like getting a power. Okay. And then like, kind of like it's already been spoiled already. We don't really get to see the tournament. So like, again, this is all setting up things to come down the future pipeline. And,
gotcha.
And if they would have brought in all these characters in this movie, it would have been so overpacked.
Yeah. Oh, there's so many. Yeah. You can't. That would have been. It would have been too much. There's too many characters.
Yeah, and I feel like
too many.
Like so for those who are pissed that I'm pissed that Johnny Cage wasn't here too, but now when we do get him, he'll get to be more of a focal point instead of being fucking white male 6 getting no line whatsoever.
Yeah, we don't really.
Yeah, that's true.
I saw what somebody and I totally missed it because it jumped on me. But yes, I missed that George Clinton soundtrack. I gotta say, I do.
I thought that was the same one as before.
It was all techno, right? Like a lot of techno music.
Yes, it was techno funk, and guilty pleasure. I freaking love that. I
think that's not the same George Clinton as like the funk George Clinton. It's George S. Clinton who did it. The guy who did like the Austin Powers soundtracks.
Oh, so he's not George Clinton from
not the George Clinton of Funkadelic. No, it's another one of those John Williams things because there's a guitarist named Johnny Williams too. Who's
that just completely changes my opinion.
Well, no, but here's the thing: is there's a real big point of contention I have with that soundtrack because it is a great soundtrack and it is one of the bigger selling soundtracks of the '90s. And the problem with it though is that a lot of the music that's in the movie isn't even on the fucking soundtrack proper itself. Like you have to go other places to get it. Like the actual Mortal Kombat theme, the version that's on the soundtrack is some new version. It's not the original version that we keep hearing in the movie. That one you can only find on the original Mortal Kombat album by the Immortals. And then like the Orbital song that's on there is actually from Hackers. So it's on that soundtrack.
Hackers.
So like there's a bunch of stuff that's not even on the soundtrack, so it really bothers me in general. But now this newest soundtrack, I have the actual soundtrack coming in the mail. In the film itself, I wasn't as impressed as I was with the trailer version, because the trailer version seemed to utilize the original theme a little bit better than the movie did proper. But again, I want to be able to listen to the entire soundtrack and sit down. And that's one soundtrack that I don't think has ever been released. And if it has, it's been way out of print and I've never been able to find it, is the actual score for Mortal Kombat. I've never been able to find anywhere. All I know of is the pop soundtrack. So, but yeah, the soundtrack in this one, not as good, of course.
It was. Yeah.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a good soundtrack. I think sometimes as the soundtrack can actually make or break a movie. So, but it's Mortal. I'm going into it knowing it's Mortal Kombat. I'm going into it to be entertained, to not be lectured, to not be preached to.
Which you will.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about watching it now. I was worried enough I didn't mess with it, but now I'm excited. I can't wait to see it.
End theme because it was like the main Mortal Kombat thing.
Yeah, that was the best part. But yeah, an asterisk in that, like Hackers does have like 3 different versions of the soundtrack. To be clear, yeah.
Yeah, but it was a good watch. I enjoyed myself. I was entertained.
My biggest problem was Chun-Li wasn't in it. That was all.
Chun-Li, I'm telling you, that chick just can't get a break, can she?
It was so sexist for not having her there.
I know.
What's wrong with them?
They just wanted, the Melania who looked like the really weird chick with the crazy teeth and, all the way back here.
They should have had that the whole time, though.
That chick is vicious looking.
Yeah, she is. Yeah.
She gave my weenus nightmares.
Yeah, because otherwise, like, she looked like weird with like that weird burn thing on her face.
Yeah,
I was like, why don't they just have the teeth the whole time? They should have had.
That kind of did irritate me because she's supposed to look just crazy, otherworldly, just nuts, and she just kind of looked like she had dirt on both sides of her face.
Yeah. That's what I was like.
And they didn't have reptile.
It can't be perfect though, like it's gotta have some issues here and there.
It's like overall it was, enjoyable. It's like I could get my popcorn and sit and just enjoy it. And like we were saying, not be freaking lectured to, not have to deal with woke BS. Just watch the freaking movie.
Dark King's like, with those teeth, I expect Mandy to try and adopt her as a pet.
Oh my
I would love her forever.
Oh my God.
Hopefully she won't bite you. Well, let's get to the rest of these super chats. You guys have been so amazingly generous tonight. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. We love it. We love it. Supporting the channel with your presence and super chats. So let's see. We have Xenomorph Skull Hunter 79 for $2. Thank you so much. You were my brother, LeVar. I loved you. Oh man,
that's me.
Oh wow. Wow.
Oh man. Dash DC for $5. Thank you so much. Says yes, Kamran, but where were you born in a peanut? What?
Were you born in a Pinto?
Were you born in the Pinto? Oh my God. Too bad he's not here anymore.
Gosh.
Oh no. We'll have to ask him about if he was born in a Pinto.
Because Dash DC was, and that's okay.
Let me see. Willie Woodard for $2. Hey Willie, how are you, love?
Hey, Willie.
Here's a little something to show love. Oh, well, here's a hug back and thank you
so much, Willie. Love you, Willie. Let's see. Coughtron, $5. Mandy from Das Geigenmitte, a heart for the fans.
Aww.
I hope I said that right.
I don't know what that is, but that's funny.
My German sucks. You're up,
Willie
Nina.
Woodward for $2 says, also love to Kamran. He's like a kung fu master.
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
Whoa. I freaking love that song.
I do too.
Oh man.
Oh my God. Do you remember when I sent you the vagina version that like they got into trouble for doing that?
What?
I think I remember that. I had to wipe it from my brain after I saw that. Yeah.
What is this?
Some women did like a version of that song, and it was about like one of those egg things for women, you know, the ones that you
not the jade egg. Oh Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Yeah,
now I
and
do
they were
okay.
doing
I was trying not to freaking remember that. That's why my brain tried to wipe it. That's why I was like, what are you talking about? Oh God. Okay. Mandy, you're showing the movie, man.
Woo! Sean the Movie Man, 71 for $5. Thank you so much. Cameron, what are your thoughts on the Oscars' horrendous rating this year? We read that one.
But thank you again for the super chat.
Yes, thank you, Sean. Thank you so
much. You can skip to the next one then.
Okay. Xenomorph Skull Hunter, 79 for $2. Thank you so much. Ultraman fought Kaiju. Also, look up Jet Jaguar.
No.
Why do I remember that name?
I remember
sounds familiar.
That sounds really familiar.
I remember
Jet Jaguar, to my recollection, looks a lot like Ultraman.
Okay, then maybe I'm not remembering the same thing then.
I might be thinking of something else completely. I don't know.
Well, I may be thinking of something completely different because
that just sounds.
I just want to go sing Kung Fu Fighting now.
Right?
We have Adam Wofford for $5. Thank you so very much for that. Destroyer, he was made from the Oxygen Destroyer, and the turtle is Chimera, was made from other Japanese company to compete against Toho.
Oh,
yeah,
interesting. Cough John for $5 says, Kamran, to you and Midnight's Edge, despite detractors, you're onto something about KK. The signs are in the air. ME, do a contrast video to previous claims versus recent. I guess that's directed to Tom.
That's for Tom. Mm-hmm. Yes. Hello.
What am I doing? I was playing in the chat. What?
Oh my God. It says Midnight's Edge, do a contrast video to previous claims versus recent about Kathleen.
Oh, was that from Willie?
It's from Coughtron.
Yeah. Coughtron.
Yeah.
A contrast video. I'm not sure what he means by that.
About Kathleen Kennedy, the signs are in there. Do a contrast on the previous claims about the Kathleen Kennedy stuff before and now. The rumors, I think.
Yeah, I get. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. I think Andre's working on something.
Okay.
I'm kind of actually got some feelers out there, specifically now that we've had just a few things happen in the last week or so. So yeah, that's very possible. I don't know if it'll be in contrast to per se, but it will at least definitely get into what we know now comparatively to a week ago, and where there may be at least a basis, if not for them getting rid of KK, more like what I said is setting up Pablo for the punt.
Right.
God, I hope that freaking happens.
Yeah, I did too. We're gonna laugh. It's so hard if that happens.
You got that right. Let's see. We're on Sean the Movie Man, 71 for $5. Thank you so much. Hello, beautiful ladies and Tom Connors. Also, win a date with the winner, Celebrity Death Match number 8, Josh Gad versus Pablo Hidalgo. Who's your money on? Oh God.
Josh Gad versus Pablo?
Yeah, Josh
Pablo, because Pablo bites.
Yeah,
and he went a date with the winner. Oh God.
And I think Josh would be a much more giving lover.
I think I could outrun Josh, so I would want Josh to win. I think I have a better chance of outrunning him.
I'd have to go with Josh Gad. I can't go on a date with Pablo.
Whoever wins, we all lose in this situation.
Yeah,
right?
You need to pick some better matches, but
his seat in his car. If,
I mean, I would rather go on a date with Pablo Hidalgo because at least he is not a tool, like looking wise.
What?
I don't know.
What?
I was going to say they're both tools.
He's uglier than I am.
I don't know. What? You're not
looks
ugly.
like a broke ass George R.R. Martin. Okay.
I feel like if you went on a date with him, though, Nina, he would just bitch the whole time. Like, oh, it's so hot in here. Oh, I'm right under the air conditioner. What's wrong with? I feel like he'd be a dick.
I just feel like I just want to see Josh Gad get punched in the face. So I don't.
Say I can outrun
He
him.
looks like he wants to go roll some boulders, but I don't know.
You can get punched in the face a couple times. At least Josh Gad, to amuse me, he can do the Olaf voice. You know, I can give him that.
That's true. That's true.
God.
Pablo Hidalgo, if he starts talking, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Yeah.
No.
Nope.
Nah.
Not today.
Not gonna do it.
Not just that, Josh Gad is an actor, and as Cameron and others have reminded us before, actors just want to be liked.
Yeah, you like
so
me.
they're worse than politicians. They'll tell you whatever you want to hear, and not only that, they'll give you the puppy dog eyes, and they'll give you the whole 9 yards just to get you to like them. Usually,
I know.
Unless you ask them for an autograph in an airport, then maybe you'll get yelled at. But
I can't handle it. I hate both of these people. I don't want to go on a date with either one of them.
I can't date them. That was my life in LA. I freaking dated actors, and it was annoying.
Oh, bless your heart. Why did you set yourself up for that?
You know what? They freaking found me. It's like, get away from me. I'm an actor. Okay, well, if you are, unless I can see it in the theater or rent it on Blockbuster, whatever, it don't count.
You a scrub.
It doesn't
Don't
count.
lie.
Exactly.
Don't lie. You a scrub.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Where? Nina,
Adam Wofford for $2. Thank you so much. Says what?
Destroya?
Destroya is his name. Autocorrect screwed it up.
Okay. Okay. We gotcha. Okay, Mandy, Gojira Star.
Gojira Star for $5. Thank you so much, Lovebug. Toho wants to start production on a new Godzilla series under current contract. They have no compete with WB Legendary. They may be renegotiating.
Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah, they're likely in the midst of negotiations, or maybe even figured something out by now. From what I heard back in the day, back when all the reshoots started happening, that all negotiations were being put on hold until after Godzilla vs. Kong came out in theaters. Because again, you also got to remember, Toho could have been releasing Godzilla movies every other year all this time, as long as they release it in a year that a legendary film is not being released. That was the only stipulation they had. And Shin Gojira was actually their reaction and answer to the 2014 film. I do suggest you guys check out the video if you haven't seen it. I'm sure nobody got the notification for it.
We didn't. I
didn't. I'm serious, because it's only been viewed like 20,000 times, which is like extremely low for one of our videos like that on the channel. So something in the algorithm kept it down for some reason. I have no idea. Maybe it's because it had China or something in the terms. I should tell Andre to change that if it is, but yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check that. I'm gonna check that out because that's really interesting. I want to watch that. Let's see. We have Coughtron for $5. Thank you so much. Okay, Ultraman is the awesomest on repeat TV when I was a kid. Yep. Brilliant characters and episodes made by a guy who created Godzilla. Check it. My family didn't have cable, so we had to watch what was on the syndication repeat TV. So yeah, Ultraman was one of those. I
never caught Ultraman on like syndication TV. That's the weirdest thing.
Really?
I don't think they played it like much in Canada or something.
And where we were, our local station, like on Saturday afternoons, they'd replay stuff like Ultraman, usually after Kung Fu Theater. And then maybe Monster Theater after that. It was just a weird eclectic mix, but just good stuff.
Okay. Well, Xenomorph, Skull Hunter 79, thank you so much for the $2. Says Scorpion sees Lorena. Get over here, baby.
And that's why I like Scorpion. Get over here. I freaking love that line.
I love that line too. It's one of my favorites.
Now Matt G has finally shown up in the chat, by the way. We got a couple
Hey, Matt.
Hey, yeah, I saw him there earlier. He said unicorns.
Yeah, we got some Mandy ones coming up.
Ooh, my favorite. Let me see. Cough Trump for $5. Thank you so much. Do I read this one or we already done it? I think.
Did we
maybe not.
Cameron,
yes, I remember my secret identity with Jerry O'Connell. He was only Ultraman in name.
Ooh.
Yeah, I remember that show now.
That was a
That's right.
long time ago.
My secret identity.
There's Matt G for $5.
There we
Matt
go.
G for $5. You want to read this one, Mandy?
I can tell you.
Go ahead.
Like, oh my God, Mandy, what is this mobile conflict movie with those Drano and sub sandwich dudes? Like, what?
Mobile conflict.
I have missed you tonight, sir.
Oh, God.
Sandwich. I like that.
I like that.
Oh, my
God.
That's hilarious.
Crispy critters for $2.
And did he say Scorpio was the other one?
Yeah.
He said
Scorpio.
Drano.
Oh, Drano.
Drano.
I'm Drano, man. Like, totally. I don't know. That'd be amazing. Now I'm going to make a fake Mortal Kombat.
Crispy critters for $2. Thank you so very much for that. A possum is dinner, not a pet.
Oh
no!
Sometimes, yes.
Who's eating possum?
I'm not eating it, but well, they ate it on the Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh my God!
Crispy critters. You can't eat our crispy critters. You don't make it. They're just critters. You don't make them crispy. That's what cows are for and pigs.
They can if my grandparents and neighbors down the road.
No, wait a minute. Pigs are racist. Didn't you see the recent Nickelodeon video?
What? Oh,
I saw that.
Environmental change is racist.
Oh God.
Yeah,
clearly
environmental
people don't know how a
racism.
food supply works.
Oh my God! Y'all need to
everything's racist.
Oh God, get some fresh air. Shoot, I think that's the problem.
That's why they were saying there was none, Lorena, because it's racist.
Did you guys see that fucking video? I don't remember if I shared it.
I watched a part of it and I cut it off.
I haven't finished watching it because I need to make sure I'm not around any sharp objects if I watch that.
I only watched the first.
Get you a big glass of wine.
I watched the whole thing.
You brave woman.
I watched it.
You were so brave.
I hope you were drunk.
I was. Good. Okay.
Oh my God.
Because I'm just like, I face palmed myself so many fucking times in the first few minutes, I knocked myself out.
I was just laughing the whole time. I was like, this is insane.
How is environmental change fucking racist?
It isn't. They just want to bill it as if it is. Everything is racist. And pretty soon, when everything is racist, nothing will be.
And then there's this whole deal about, the pigs in this community outnumber the people. It's like, yeah, the community probably has like 20 fucking people in it. Have you ever lived in a rural fucking area?
I don't think that they have.
I come from an area where the cows probably outnumber the people.
Yeah,
well,
that's why I live in Canada.
Yep, the food store is next to the supermarket.
That's country. That's country life.
That's exactly what it is.
There's probably more livestock here than there are people because
I
live in the country.
Yeah, don't dare go to Texas. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, no God, they wouldn't make it a day in Texas. They'd get there and just their heads would explode. Right?
Yeah. It's weird too because what they were talking about in that video was mostly like class differences, and they weren't really talking about class differences. They were trying to pass it off as that's being racist, but it's not racist. There is a class thing that does happen, but it's not has nothing to do with race.
No,
Yeah.
it's about money. It's always about money.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter what color skin you have.
No.
If you have money, you are treated better. If you have less money, and if your state brings in less money, or that's the state that ain't gonna get the hurricane shit.
Like, one of the things that made me laugh was like, oh, people live in the city that is so polluted in these polluted areas, and I'm like, white people live there too. It's not just black and Latinos. Okay, white people live there too. If they're poor, they live in that area because that's for poor people.
So the 25 people in the town all own the pigs, and they are all apparently they're obviously black because they're the ones that are being racially held down by the environment of the pigs that they themselves own. We'll sell off the fucking pigs. Problem solved.
Well, I'm sure the people that own the pigs have no issue with this. I'm sure this is some idiot from outside.
Is stupid. This is stupid shit.
It's dumb. And again, it's gaslighting minorities into, everything is racist. No. You know what? Okay, according to my granddaddy, who grew up in the Jim Crow South with real blatant racism, he wasn't worried about racism every day. He was worried about making a living every freaking day. All right.
One second, you guys. Let me welcome Raging Golden Eagles chat. We got an RGE raid going on. Hello, all of you guys.
Oh,
hey.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks for the raid. And for a second there, though, I thought Mandy was going to say, I want to introduce you to my new critter friend.
I was wondering. Critters have shown up. Now, I could drop Cam for like 5 minutes and I'll walk out and grab a frog. There's like 30,000. But I doubt y'all want me to do that right now. So we'll just finish up.
Seen frogs. You got to wow us more than that.
Oh, now I gotta up it.
You gotta up the game.
You gotta get us a ferret.
All right, no. Next week, you guys, I shall bring a turtle to the stream.
Okay.
In celebration of the little turtle.
Mikey?
You can name him Nike.
Mikey.
You can name
like
him.
Michelangelo.
Oh,
yes,
Mikey. So
we can do that.
Let's see. We're on Dash Desi.
I think it. Okay, why don't you read it, Mandy? Because it's about.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Desi for $5. Thank you so much, Mandy. You should watch The Life of Death. Just bring lots of clan. Oh, is it a sad one? I guess
Sounds
The Life
like
of Death.
I've never heard of this.
I haven't heard. Okay,
I will write it down, but I'm gonna blame you if I cry. You're gonna take the blame for that one.
He's telling you need lots of Kleenex, so you are gonna cry.
What? No, you could use Kleenex for something else.
Oh my. Okay.
Yeah. Well, Deranged Lunatic, aka DL, for $4.99. Thank you so much. Nina, the Sasquatch documentary on Hulu is not about what you think it is. I was disappointed.
Oh, really? Oh,
that's all I know is I want to go watch movies at Mandy's house.
Right? Jeez.
Let's see. I think you already read the Dark King one.
Did you see that video, that Zoom video where that dude was gonna like do that on the camera and he brought the tissues and everything like that and he got busted? Girl, look that up.
Oh my God, I shall.
It was next level. I died. Okay. Dark King for $2. Kamran, who runs the Menace? Oh, okay, we
did that one. Just skip down to the next one.
Jesus Davila, thank you so much for the $15. Says, ladies, been enjoying the streams for several weeks. Keep the real talk going. And Tom, have a fist bump.
Aww.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you. I hope it's actually a fist bump and you're not trying to shove your fist elsewhere. I don't need another kind of fist.
That's a fist bump.
Yeah, he said.
I hope so.
Bump.
How do I know he doesn't want to do more with that fist?
Oh my.
Okay, moving on.
I'm kidding, of course. Jesus, you guys.
Oh dear.
You know, sometimes the ladies are just not as fun as the guys. They just don't get it.
I got it. I
Okay, that's not true. They have because Mandy always gets it.
I
got it.
Here's something that's like weird. Is like I think Mandy is like secretly used to be a guy, and she's just trolling us all.
Did you just call? Oh my God!
Yeah,
never mind.
How dare you?
How dare you?
But she's a sexy ass dude. That's all I'm saying. She's just like, you know what? I'll make a better woman. And then
I'll take it. I'll take it. Is it me?
Yeah. TC.
Okay. TC for $2.99. Thank you so much. Hubris and narcissism, a Marxist trait. Great show. Thank you. Thank you. And you are absolutely right.
Thank you so very much. Yeah, absolutely. Xenomorph Skull Hunter 79, $2. George Takei is still cool. I got issues with George actually had the nerve to tell a black man, Clarence Thomas, that he was on the wrong side of history. Well, actually, it was something else that was worse than that. George Takei has gone off the freaking deep end. Okay. Back in the day when he was at conventions bitching about William Shatner, that was mildly entertaining. Now he's just a really sad, arrogant old man with Trump derangement syndrome.
Yeah. The TDS killed him, man.
Yeah, it did. Because he used to be freaking funny.
Yeah.
Isn't he a freak though? Isn't he like? Don't he like get freaky a lot? Like he pimping? Is that?
And I'm the one getting bitched at for making like jokes that aren't fucking proper. And see, I told you, Mandy ain't right.
What? I just always thought he was like a player. He's like a ladies' man, right?
No,
You made it sound like much worse than that.
He's as gay as gonna get.
That's why I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, he's gay.
Yeah, he's gay. So gay.
He's flamboyant.
And I lost a little respect. Are we talking about Takei?
Yeah, Takei. Yeah.
Or Takei. Sorry.
Takei.
I lost a lot of respect for him after he posted a few things about Gina, but it was like, it's like, dude, come on, seriously.
I've steadily been, losing respect for George Takei for years now, for the past 5 years, because it's been like just the Trump hate. He hates everybody. It's like, dude, stop hating.
After he trashed Clarence Thomas and then tried to walk that crap back, I'm just like, no, you messed up and you knew you messed up. And then he dragged William Shatner in to try and cover his ass. And he has not been on good terms with William Shatner. He used to talk so much crap about William Shatner at conventions. We're just like, dude, freaking get over it.
Shatner,
don't drag me into your drama.
William Shatner was killing it too on Twitter, like about George, because he was.
He was.
He was like, George, you're fucking weird.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. It was like, get the popcorn and watch, because that was just freaking hilarious. I loved it. Oh man.
Okay, so Trace.
We used to call him a queen on the set, but not because of why you think. It was because he was a drama queen.
I believe it.
Wherever the drama went, it followed him.
Trace XL for $5. Thank you so much. Says COVID has nothing to do with why they've turned off those shows. The virus we're social distancing from is one Holly woke cost. Yep. Pretty much.
I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah, Holly woke and the media, wherever they may be.
Mandy, you want to skip to Frozen? Because I think we did the previous one.
Okay. Frozen in the 80s for $5. Thank you so much. Video game controller jumps up and down. It's a sticker. It's a sticker, a $5 sticker, and it is a video game controller jumping up and down excitedly like this.
Right. Swinging cod for $10. Thank you so very much. Governor Northam wasn't the one in blackface in that photo. He was in the Klan hood. Ooh. Wow, I don't know which one's worse. Yeah, that's why he apologized one day and retracted it the next. Realized he couldn't be ID'd.
Ooh.
He's still a piece of crap.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Garbage.
But again, I don't want him to be canceled. I want him to stay in office to remain the perfect bad example and have to justify that crap.
That's why when in doubt, just say it wasn't me.
Yeah, wasn't me. Can't prove nothing. Like Bart said, it wasn't me. Can't prove anything.
Yeah. Y'all keep putting songs in my head, making lyrics.
Well, what's sad is I'm older, so when I love the Bart Simpson saying, but when I hear "wasn't me," I don't think of the fucking Shaggy song or whatever. I think of the Eddie Murphy skit. Wasn't me. I saw you coming out of her house.
Oh my God! Wasn't me. Maybe it wasn't you.
Maybe it wasn't you.
Oh my God! I definitely think of the Shaggy song.
I think of the Shaggy song too every time. Yep,
every time.
Oh God, Nina, I think you're next for Stephen Otten.
Otten for $2. Thank you so much. Says Comron and Mandy's Frog 2024.
Yes, make it happen. Cast your votes, everybody.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me see. Larry, hey there, love bug. Name so good you gotta say it twice for $2. Yeah. Thank you. Oh my God, matey. How do I write super chats like Matt Jed? Like what? You did it, sir. You nailed it.
Nice.
Thank you.
So funny.
Okay, let's see. Hillis Mallory for $2. Thank you so much. I want my Killer Instinct movie.
Ooh.
Wow.
Well, I think that's like that Acrimony movie that you were talking about, right?
Yeah, it's called Acrimony. It's by Tyler Perry. Taraji P. Henderson headlines it. It is not once you think you have it figured out, you don't. The twist.
I'm so in the mood for something like that, Lorena. I'm gonna watch that movie.
It is. You have to watch it. It goes one way and it just does a mind screw on you, and you're just watching it like, dang. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it and then we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
I'll watch it too because I want to talk too.
Yeah, watch it. Acrimony, and we can talk.
Yes, let's do it.
Let's see. Next one is Matt G. I think that's you, Nina.
Is it me? Okay. Yeah. So Matt G for $2. Thank you so much. Says, oh my God, Mandy, this Mortal Kombat skate sounds great.
Mortal Kombat skate. There's a lot of fatalities.
Okay, I'm not gonna say the music.
Fatality.
Toasty.
Flawless victory.
There you go. Yes. Your soul is mine.
Get over here.
Yeah, that was one thing. Like, I wouldn't even have cared. I can't remember the actor's name, but if they would have just brought him back as Shang Tsung, I'd have been happy with that. It's like I don't think the age would have mattered. Like, that was my biggest gripe overall with the movie was the main actor, and you needed to get, like, for Raiden and Shang Tsung, you really needed actors with some gravitas, right? Like for Shang Tsung, I was thinking like Ken Watanabe would have been perfect, and then you could even had fun with the "Let them fight" line, from Congress, from Godzilla, And then, like, as far as Raiden, you got all kinds of choices. You could have had Jackie Chan, you could have had Jet Li, you could have.
Oh, I would have loved.
Come on.
Well, actually, Jackie Chan for that one, I think.
I think
little more classic.
That's what I mean. Somebody, because that was the whole great part about Christopher Lambert, even though he's not Asian in any way, shape, or form. It's just the gravitas he has, and when he came on screen, it was like all attention went to him, and he knew how to deliver those lines the way he did, and the whole little laugh and that little twinkle in his eye that he has. It's. You got to have somebody like that, or Donnie Yen. Yeah, Donnie Yen's another one that's been brought up. He would have been great as Raiden. Somebody who has a little bit more of a foothold in, like, when you see them on screen, you're like, okay, this guy knows what he's doing or knows what he's talking about, kind of shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and then that definitely needed a more menacing actor. That was the thing. It's not that I had a problem with the actor for Shang Tsung. It's just that he wasn't very menacing. He wasn't the same.
Yeah, he played freaking Mulan's dad.
Yeah, he was Mulan's dad.
Someone more like, you know,
he was like a caricature. He reminded me of Show Nuff from The Last Dragon, and that was just.
You can get a little dark with Ken Watanabe, and I think you can get a little dark with Ken Watanabe. I think he'd have been great with it, like the way he delivers lines, like you know, your soul is mine. Like because he's a little bit more subdued and like colder and like. You know, not as over the top as the guy who played him in the last movie, but
because that's supposed to be a menacing line.
God, I was like, William Shatner is Raiden.
Well,
oh my God,
I am the god of thunder. Want to see my lightning?
I would have loved that. Actually.
I would have loved that.
So cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Valiant Renegade. Let's see. Is that me? Thanks. Valiant Renegade for $2. Thank you so very much. Like Matt G. The $2 super chat king is back. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We missed you, Matt G.
So much.
Yeah, we missed you, man.
We did.
Yes.
Okay. Next we have Mexican Iron Man. Hey, you want to fight? Never mind. For $14.99 says, okay, ladies, it's me, your favorite fan. Yeah, right. Okay, I'm here for the three of you to fight over me. Ready? Fight. No, you take him. Nope, you take him. Nope, you. No way, Jose. You take him. Aw,
no. That is so not yet. Look, Mexican Iron Man, me and you, we're gonna go buy some candy, and we're gonna chew bubble gum. And
I love Mike.
And you know, Mike. I love you, Mike. You're the only person I'd make tortillas for. So,
you hear that? Tortillas.
That
flour.
Tortillas.
Do that corn.
Nice. See, when I asked her to make me some, she told me to take my ass to Taco Bell. So see.
Wow.
See, you doing better.
Wow. Lorena did promise me gator meat though.
I did gator nuggets. I sure did.
Yeah,
gator nuggets. Y'all are crazy. All right, film you eating some gator nuggets.
It's not for me. I would never eat it. My husband wants some, and he was like, "You tell
you're not going to try it."
No,
you won't try. If
no.
Lorena makes gator nuggets for y'all, you're not going to try.
Okay, fine. I'll try it.
Okay.
Yeah,
because it would be rude not to. It'd be incredibly rude not to.
Okay,
I will make that stuff nice and tasty, dipped in buttermilk and fried in peanut oil. You
damn, girl. Okay, all right. I'm gonna have to.
As that sounds, I just don't know. I have an issue with eating things that can eat me, and I
know, Tom.
It's bad karma.
When it tastes tasty, you won't even think.
It doesn't matter. It's bad karma.
Eating things that can eat you.
Exactly. Yes. No.
Never.
Oh my God, Mandy was gonna be pervy with it.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, no.
It took me a minute.
Oh goodness.
Xenomorph Skull Hunter 79. Thank you so much for telling me the name of the actor is Hiroyuki Tagawa. So we're gonna call him Cary Tagawa.
That's freaking awesome. I know that much.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I call him Hiro.
I haven't seen him in recent years, but I bet he could still be Shang Tsung. And yeah, it'd be a different Shang Tsung. It wouldn't be the same one, but he would have been badass bringing him back or whatever. It'd been cool.
That's true.
Gio Watanabe, you so stupid.
You so stupid. Let's see.
Jed Watanabe. Is he the guy from UHF and stuff? Oh, he says, "You so stupid." Is that his real name?
I don't know.
I didn't know if that was his real
Watanabe.
name.
Was he in 16 Candles?
No, that's not the same guy.
Okay.
No, because the guy, or is it? Is that his name?
The guy,
the girlfriend guy.
Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yep.
That's crazy.
See, because I always get him, and once in a while I'll mix him up with I can't think of the guy's name, but he does the voice of Leonardo, and he's also in Revenge of the Nerds and Police Academy.
Oh gosh, I know who you're talking about, but
yeah, and I can never think of his name. And
I'm sure the chat will let us know.
Yeah. No, see, Mr. Tuckle Trunk, that's what I always do. It's it's two different actors.
Okay.
Yeah, completely. Okay. And Brian Toshi, that's it. Yeah, Brian Toshi.
Okay.
Yeah, he plays the guy in Police Academy, and he's in he does the voice of Leonardo in the Ninja Turtle movie too, as well as Revenge of the Nerds. Yep.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay.
Very cool.
Mandy, we're at a Coughtron for $5.
Pop my camera. Okay. Oh wait, who are we on? Oh, Coughtron for $5.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Did Mexican Iron Man just start a brawl for favoritist fan?
Oh shit.
Oh my goodness.
God.
Matt G comes in with a right hook, and here comes Willie with a chair. Valiant Renegade comes in the side. No one saw him coming.
Oh my gosh.
Trace XL comes in with a pile driver out of nowhere. This is a cage match.
Who does the suplex, though? That's what I want.
Oh, who does the suplex? Mexican Iron Man, of course.
There you go.
Yeah.
Of course. That only makes sense.
And not only he's wearing the Iron Man mask with a Mexican Libra mask on the outside of it, mind you, just to be ironic.
I like it. I like that.
Awesome.
Mandy, can you read the next one too? Because I just want to hear you say that.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, because that one's you.
All right, Matt G for $5. Thank you so much, Love Bug. Like, oh my God, Mandy, why do these actors have TBS syndrome if they play the Christmas Story every year? What's the problem? Like, what?
Oh my gosh. I don't know how he comes up with these. Oh my gosh, they're freaking gold. They're freaking gold.
Oh my
God. I adore you.
He's so cool.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Next up, we have Raymond Hui. I hope I said that right. For $20. Thank you so very much for that. Lorena, Nina, and Vandy, all of you are dropping the truth as only all three of you beautiful ladies can. Thank you for setting my heart aflutter, making Monday nights something to look forward to. Hi, Tom.
Pure pandemonium in the cage ring.
Raymond, that is so sweet. Thank you. You guys make our Monday so much better. Y'all have no idea how happy we are to hang out with you guys. So
exactly. I would not stay up this late at night except to watch a movie, but to hang out with you guys, it's amazing. It's so much fun.
I wasn't having a great day until this show started. So
Me either.
Same here. Same here.
So wait, where are we?
You're on Duaro?
Yeah, Duaro on for $5. Thank you so much. Says bonjour, Miss Belle. Well, I can't.
Me belle dame.
There we go. Thank you. I can't talk French. And Tom, I just got up, so I'm late to the party. So I need to catch up at 2 times speed. Je vous aime too, right? I don't know.
Okay, so when you catch up, I'm talking really fast. Then it sounds really fast. So then you're like, "What the hell's going on?" Like somebody's going on crack. Like, what the fuck's up? So then there you go.
My French is a little rusty and it's Creole, so it's either I like you too, or I like you a lot, or I love you a lot.
Now say it in like Creole French, though. I want to hear that.
Je vous aime tout.
Yeah, all that bourgeois stuff.
Oh hell!
I like that fancy tongue talk.
She sounded so good saying it, and then you get Tom just with that shit. You just ruined it.
I got a Southern soul, I tell you what. Well, as I say, I come from the south of the north, so more guns per capita than cows here, probably.
I'm a snow Mexican, so we're good. It's fine.
Okay, Mandy, I think you're up next. Thomas Zanella?
Okay. Yes, Thomas Zanella for $5. Thank you so much. Kerry Hiruki Tagawa is about 70, but he still looks pretty good, and he was motion captured in the Mortal Kombat 11 game, which I think is recent.
Yeah, and Xenomorph Skull Hunter also points out this. I did remember Tagawa also reprised his role in the video game.
Oh, really?
The voice and all, and yeah, he didn't really do enough in the movie that is like, okay, he could be 70, and then when you get into the action scenes, who gives a shit? You get a stunt man anyway. Yeah,
he's a sorcerer anyway, so he just had to, shoot stuff out of his hands.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. So I mean, again, I think he could have been just fine. And again, nothing against the actor that's playing the guy. Just it needed to be somebody more, I don't know, memorable. Anyway.
Okay, so let's see. We have Melvin Belliard for $5. Thank you so very much. Tom, it isn't bad karma. It is asserting your dominance as a human.
I ain't eating no shark. I ain't eating no alligator. I ain't eating no tiger. I ain't eating no lion.
No shark fin soup.
No,
Fuck that. Nothing that can eat me. No.
What the hell?
If somebody came up to me and said, I got the greatest fucking T-Rex steak in the world that's like worth thousands upon thousands upon thousands upon thousands of dollars, and you get to try a bite, I'll be like, nope.
Man, in the South, we would have put that sucker on a grill.
I understand that. And look, like, I love meat. Don't get me wrong. I just know there's just this thing with me about eating rodents or eating anything that can eat me. I just won't do it.
I hear you, Tom. I hear you.
And it's nothing to do I am an animal lover, but cows are stupid, so I'll eat them.
Yeah, same with pigs, but they're not stupid.
Well, pigs are actually pretty
smart.
But bacon is fucking good.
See, yeah, too good. Too good to resist.
Everything's better with bacon.
It is.
It is delicious. Oh my God.
I want some cheese fries.
God, I'm so hungry.
Nina, you're at Hillis Mallory.
And before you get there, Dark King says, but what if that T-Rex steak was wielding nunchucks? Here's the thing. If that T-Rex was wielding nunchucks, it would never be a steak.
That's true.
It would beat the shit out of anybody trying to make him a T-Rex steak.
That's true. Hillis Mallory for $2 says, oh my God, Mandy, I only have 50 characters like...
Dolly was hanging here.
I was hoping that Mandy would say the what part.
Like what?
Like what? Hillis, thank you.
Oh, let's see. Mandy, I think you're up a Xenomorph Skull Hunter.
Xenomorph Skull Hunter for $2. Thank you so much.
Oh, wait, we did that one. We did that one.
Okay.
The next one. Sorry.
Okay. Dan Ramos for $5. Thank you so much as well. I saw so many super chats. I felt peer pressured into making one too.
I'm glad you did. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Stand by this peer pressure.
Thank you. Nice. Let's see. Brett Cohen for $5 Australian. Thank you so much. My takeaway from today's show is a video from Nintendo World would be great, but the paintball vid with Mandy going nuts will be classic.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Valiant Renegade for $2 says, speaking at Tagawa, I need to rewatch Rising Sun.
He was in that?
I did not. Well, probably, but yeah, it's been years since I've seen it.
Oh, I really like that movie.
Yeah.
It's been a long time. I really like that movie.
I don't know if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, you're right, Odd Man Out. I don't deny that. Dennis Leary was right. I'd eat dolphin. I eat dolphin safe tuna. That's true. I'm only worried about the cute ones, not the tasty ones. That's right.
Dolphins?
It's not my fault. Most tasty animals are ugly, and the ones that probably aren't too tasty because I'll never find out aren't.
Rising Sun's a freaking awesome movie.
Yeah, isn't that the one with Wesley Snipes and shit?
It is.
Yeah,
I love that movie.
I love that movie.
Good action.
I saw that. God, like in the early 90s on Cinemax, I think.
Mm-hmm. That was great. They don't make them like they used to, man. That was great.
No, I love the mystery in that. Let's see. Is it? I think it's
Sean Connery was also in it too.
Yeah, Sean Connery and Wesley Snipes. Dash DC for $5.
Awesome.
And that's you, Mandy.
Okay. Dash DC for $5. Thank you so much. You're all great, but that ugly British chick was really funny. You should have her back. Where'd it go? Did somebody put some? Oh, no camera though, please. I am so confused.
I have not seen Az in the chat for the last few weeks.
Oh, Az!
Yeah.
Oh my god! I didn't know who he was talking about.
I mean, I think he just, totally, I think he killed him.
Oh god!
Oh my god, that's funny.
Let's see. Okay, is it me? Okay,
we're almost caught up.
For $2. Toxic Femininity, real life paintball edition.
I'm an easy target. God damn it.
Oh
I'm freaking lethal. I go commando on paintball.
Damn. I don't think I've never played, so I would probably get owned.
Yeah.
I am good at hiding though, so I'll probably hide and then kill everybody.
See, you would. And then everybody kill me. Yeah.
See, in video games, in first-person video games, I'm a good sniper, so I'll just go and hide somewhere and I'll snipe people from like.
Oh, I just run out there like an asshole and shoot everybody that gets in front of me. I usually end up getting shot too. But yeah, I just like Arnold or something. I'll stick around.
Rambo.
Yeah, Rambo. I'll Rambo yes. There you go.
People off.
Melvin Belliard sends in our last super chat so far, says, we didn't create things like spaceships and skyscrapers to not try such delicacies. I'm just saying. We did not create spaceships necessarily yet. We got something that'll get us to the fucking moon and barely back. I wouldn't call that a spaceship.
Lorena, you done fired everybody up saying you go commando because that means you're going with no panties. Yeah, when you go commando, that means you ain't.
This is what happens when it gets late. The little Kim portion of my brain takes over and lets stuff go.
I'm going to say this to the debate in the chat. Look, you cannot make a T-Rex steak out of a T-Rex with nunchucks, because to be able to wield nunchucks as a T-Rex, he had to take a lot of time and practice to become that good.
Right? Imagine trying to spin it like that. I mean,
it's
come
a
on.
master of, and they got long chains.
Very true. Very true.
Instead of having short chains.
Oh
my god.
Chicken dinosaurs coming to town, y'all. I'm gonna talk to Mandy.
We getting this done, y'all. This is happening.
Nunchucking dinosaurs,
it's happening.
And then we got anti-derivative Jill.
It's a unicorn.
For sticker with a even did it in like a really bad like harmony there. That was my fault though.
Oh, is that the last one? That's for you, Mandy, right?
Oh,
Mandy, I sent you. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Mandy, I sent you my FM theater rental pics on Facebook. Ooh.
There you go. Yeah, I got some of those.
Can't wait to see them.
And then Valiant Renegade is really thinking a lot about this T-Rex nunchuck. Well, duh.
Yeah. Y'all have no idea the level of love that Tom and I have for T-Rex.
And nunchucks and T-Rex are two of my favorite things.
And turtles.
Right?
Well,
we like turtles. We do like. I like turtles. Like that kid. I like turtles.
But who likes Glenn Close dancing to the butt on the Oscars?
Oh my gosh. This is so cringe. This is like.
Does she not realize this is when you get your grandma up at the wedding to dance to Two Live Crew?
This was so
I don't.
Does she not realize she's the butt of the joke here, even though she's having a good time?
No. And I got some like meemaws who they get up and actually break it down like that because everybody knows that's what they do. But this is not that meemaw. This is not that meemaw.
Oh, white lady can dance.
That is some crazy.
She doesn't. No. And that man ain't laughing at you because he's having fun.
No, it's like this is.
He's thinking, bitch, you so white, you ain't got no rhythm.
Oh my god.
She looks like she's just dry humping the air.
She makes one of the world's greatest actors of all time, but she cannot act like she got rhythm.
That is just.
It's like no.
That is like drunk.
Look at that drunk motherfucker behind him there, just like and then he gives a look to the other guys like, oh shit, I shouldn't be cheering this on like this. This is bad.
Oh my god. Yeah, he totally did think that. He was like, maybe I shouldn't be cheering this. This is gonna end up on the internet, isn't it?
And that's probably like his mom.
Oh damn.
I don't know who that is. I didn't know actor that I can see.
That's gonna get me.
I can't see who it is. Maybe it is.
If she would have dropped it, I might have been a little bit more impressed if she like dropped it and then picked it back up, you know, and made it clap with no hands and all that. But
she wouldn't have gotten back up.
No, like Glenn, this is one of those times you just wave it off. You wave it off, honey.
And I can't get up.
You wave it off. You're like, no. I got too much dignity for that shit. Thanks, but no thanks. You ain't got enough what is that? Melanin, whatever in your skin. You ain't
No.
Sorry, you too white to dance.
No.
Girlfriend.
And you weren't a former stripper, so no.
No.
Oh man.
No. She can't even act like she got rhythm, like I said. Just no. Oh Lord.
Wait a minute. Clap with no hands. That's a butt joke.
Oh, y'all don't know. It's like you gotta make it clap.
Yeah, but no, that ain't happening with her. It's too flat. No. Glenn, no. Sit down. No.
Oh God.
No.
Oh man.
Dash D says, I'm sorry, Mandy, but when you were nunchucking there, all I could think of was Elvira. Elvira, the mistress of the dark. I won't say why.
Oh man.
Oh, I know why. I know what you mean, sir.
The valiant renegade comes in. Glenn Close from Fatal Attraction to
Oh my god.
Yeah, she killed it all right.
She killed it.
She did.
Xenomorph says in Shang Tsung voice, your soul is squirrel. Yeah, very much so. Especially on Toxic Femininity, there's a lot of squirrel moments, especially when it comes to Mandy, and yeah, her chesticles. Mr. Tickle Trunk says, "Oh God, someone hand me a rock. I need to forget." Don't do that again, Mr. Tickle Trunk. You just got rid of the stitches from the last time, and the doctors told you that is not going to make you forget things. It will eventually make you like piss yourself when somebody turns on the microwave, probably, but it's just not going to make you forget things.
Oh God, I just got that reference.
Stephen Otten says koalas rain now. Well, we don't generally do koalas and rain on Toxic Femme, do we?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
Usually we do like a Timmy.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do a Kermit.
You know, it's amazing. You are 100% wrong. I mean, nothing you've said has been right.
I don't think you've shown the Mark Hamill face either. No.
Showed which one?
Oh yeah, the Mark Hamill face. Yeah.
No, I didn't tonight.
Yeah.
Ooh, can I show something really funny for a second? That this was funny. Just because I just saw it on Twitter and it made me laugh.
Oh, well, let's take us out here.
Oh Lord, what do you got here?
What is that?
What is that?
It's funny.
Is there supposed to be audio?
No.
Oh, is it?
Oh, damn. Oh,
that was totally set up, but yeah.
I know it was totally set up, but it was funny.
That was still all right. All right, let's do a Fenton and a minimum effort puppy for Tom.
Aww,
such a cute puppy looking.
So cute.
He's so cute.
I still love that puppy in the corner the best.
I want to take them all home and love them.
Of course you do. Well, and since the Oscars were yesterday, we can't get out of here without an Oscar win.
There's Oscar. Oh, look at him. Oh, so
I love how he just does the whole thing with the head, like, oh, you got me. He's just
so
the whole
cute.
kit and caboodle. Okay, we'll do a Fenton for Mary since she's not here this week. She needed the week off. But if she's listening or listens back, that way she has a Fenton.
Jesus Christ! Fenton! Oh, Jesus Christ! Fenton!
The dog is such an asshole.
It is.
Water puppet. Get him.
Oh,
Fuck you, water dogs.
Woo.
All righty.
Oh,
and let's see, a koala in the rain. Let's do that here quick. Where is it at? I lost all my buttons. Button. Who's got the button?
This sucks.
Koalas in the rain. Koalas in the rain. No fucks given. Koala. Koalas in the rain. Koalas in the rain. No fucks given. Koalas in.
All right.
I love that song. And koalas, they're so cute.
All right, and with that, let's go around the horn real super quick and plug anything y'all got to plug. Mandy, let's start with you. What you got going on, girlfriend?
Like what? Yeah, I'm doing stuff. I'm doing stuff all the time, all the day long. I'm doing things. Follow me on Twitter at Ward the Wizard. Follow me over on Instagram, Facebook, MySpace, all of that good stuff. And then don't forget to go hit me up with a sub on YouTube at Mandy Summers and come and hang out with me and talk about comics and just all kinds of nerdy stuff. Yeah, that's it. I'm a scatterbrain.
MySpace?
Yeah, girl. Yes, it's back. You get to pick a song. Look, you get to pick a song. You get to pick, like, you could bling out your page.
Can I pick the song?
Yeah, you can pick the song. What song?
Earthquaking, booty shaking. Let's get this fucker started. Hi. That's the song.
Oh, man.
I'd play the whole thing, but we've been here for almost 4 hours.
Okay.
Oh, you've just been hanging.
I didn't know MySpace was a thing again. Okay.
It is. It was. I heard something about that. I thought it was a joke.
We're bringing it back. We're bringing it back because Twitter is a dumpster fire.
Good to know. Good to know.
All right. Coughtron says, loveliest night on YouTube. And Tom.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Tom is the new MySpace Tom. That would be amazing.
I know, right?
I don't know if I still do or not. I have to go look.
I like this Tom better than the old Tom. The old Tom, I unfriended him because he was never really my friend.
That dude.
He's a shifty motherfucker.
He was.
He's too friendly. Like, you know those overly friendly guys?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Something not right. Like you're gonna steal your grandma's purse or something.
Right. Like he's gonna steal some pearls, and never mind. I was gonna get really nasty with that. I'm not gonna do it at the end.
And then this is why I'm trying to figure out the mystery that is Mandy. Do check out Mandy's channel, of course. Yeah. You gotta have me on there, Mandy. You haven't had me on there.
I know, right?
I know, right?
I'm gonna send you the link. You have to.
You just send me links whenever, and if I'm ever free, I'll pop in. But then we got Nina, of course, right above you there. Nina, you got anything coming up here or anything you want to plug?
Yeah, just sub to my channel. The more subscribers, the better. And also, I do a show on Wednesdays with John Talks. This week's going to be on his channel, so check us out on there, on John Talks' channel. And on Fridays, I do Good News Fridays. So on my channel, if you're sick of all the negativity out there, come to my channel on Fridays at 3:45 Eastern, and I will lift you up with positive news. Thank you so much. And thank you for inviting me on the show. It's always a pleasure to hang out with you guys. Thank you.
And I got to talk to John. I want to get him on the morning show one of these days so he can't stay up too late one of these nights.
Yeah, good luck. Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to him. And then last but definitely not least, the one, the only, Lorena Creel, bringing that spice that we love so much to Toxic Femme. Tell them a little bit about what you got coming up, where they can find you, all that good stuff.
Well, you can find me on Twitter, you can find me on Instagram, and of course, you can find me on YouTube, where I have several live streams during the week. Tomorrow, Tuesdays at 5 p.m. is my after school special, which I co-host with Fat Steven. And for tomorrow's show at 5 p.m. Eastern, we have a Girls Chill stream, which consists of Mandy will be there, Mary will be there, OG Star Wars will be there. Ooh. We're just talking, just chilling girl stuff, crazy stuff we saw on the internet, stupid people, gaming, whatever. We're just chilling and just hanging out.
Are you going to show up there?
I'm probably gonna bring the turtle story back because the turtle. You know what? I need like the Mario Kart blue shell, and I need like a Florida sticker on it. Yes!
Oh my god!
And I'm gonna put it on my dirt ball.
Luigi because the turtle hit him in the head.
That turtle, we were on that story on Walking the Florida Street for like a half an hour. We just couldn't get off the turtle between the Mutant Ninja Turtle jokes and the Mario Kart jokes. And just oh god, yeah. So that's Tuesday. We're gonna talk about turtles. And Thursday, Queen's Council is going to be on my channel. Yay! So Nina's gonna be there. OG Star Wars. Who else?
Christy.
We have Mads, Mama Bear, Christy, Jane. I hope I'm not missing anybody, but I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. But that's going to be Thursday on the Queen's Council. Of course, Friday is my lunchtime show at 12 noon. And Jedi Bunny is actually supposed to be my guest.
Oh,
so she's going to be on. We were just backed up with booking people on. So she's going to be on Friday. And of course, Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern is going to be my 2K cheerleader Buffy the Vampire Slayer celebration stream for 2,000 amazing subscribers to my channel. So that's what I got going on.
And is that on Tuesday?
That's going to be on Saturday. 6
Saturday. This Saturday coming up? Okay,
this Saturday coming up. Yeah, I'll let you know.
Awesome sauce. And then we got Matt G coming in with $5 here. Says, remember, in the words of EBS, I get scared at the laughter of children, especially when it's in the middle of the night and you don't have any children.
Oh my god, that is so creepy.
That's very creepy.
Wow.
And it made me laugh pretty
getting
hard.
Concerned.
Yes.
It is worth getting concerned.
Words of wisdom from Uncle Ethan, indeed.
Definitely.
That's somebody we got to get on here one of these nights, maybe.
Oh my gosh, we should definitely get EVS on for Toxic Femme. That would be amazing.
I wonder how he'd react to Toxic Femme. He might even put a wig on, knowing him.
Oh,
he's got ample.
I was gonna say he does like dressing up, so
he does.
I like Elton EVS. Like, when he wears those like giant glasses. Yeah, he's got like glam glasses with like a giant.
Yeah.
I gotta see that.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah, we'll have to see what we can do. I haven't talked to him in a little bit, but I'll see what's up. Cool. He's real difficult to what do you call it? Like schedule.
Get a hold of,
like it's not so much even that, but like you tell him a day, he's like, get a hold of me closer to it, I'll see if I'm busy, kind of thing. So like it's really difficult to be like, EBS is gonna be here, I think. You know? But no, we love EBS, and he's a busy man. He's making all the moves. So definitely I'll see what I can do on that. And other than that, I've been trying to work on maybe having some other guests in the future, so keep you posted on that. But definitely check us out Wednesday morning on Midnight's Edge in the morning, and also tomorrow night on Midnight's Edge After Dark. Tuesdays and Thursdays, that's right, at 5 p.m. Central, 6 Eastern. You can catch us live on the After Dark channel. Until next time, I also think we're going to be planning a members stream this week. So keep posted on that, members. We'll be doing that at some point this week. Stephen Otten says, the last man on earth sits down to dinner. All of a sudden, a knock at the door.
Boy.
Who the hell's at the door? People always fucking with people when they're trying to eat their dinner.
Weird.
Speaking of drunk 3PO, I just saw him announce that he's gonna be in the parks tomorrow with Anna, that Star Wars girl, and Ryan Kinnell. So they're gonna be doing stuff on Park Hop, and everybody check that out tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I guess they're going to Disney. Then.
And tomorrow at 1:00 I'll be on the comics division, so that'll probably be not my next appearance because I've got to edit the shit out of a video and I've got no time to do it.
Yeah.
So kids, until next time, get your Amber Turd t-shirts. Don't forget. And you also can get a Toxic Femininity hoodie.
Absolutely.
And those are hot.
I still need to get that in a tank top.
Smoking. Yeah, I needed a tank.
All right.
Sweater.
So,
good for Cancun.
Let's get the hell out of here, kids. What do you say?
Yes, do it.
Good night, everybody. And don't forget, from now on, we're an hour earlier. Don't forget.
Proving that the Fandom Menace isn't just toxic white males. It's toxic femininity, brought to you by Midnight Head.